Beyond Saltmarsh is a game played by adults and recorded for an adult audience. Sometimes we use adult language and explore adult topics. Consider yourself warned.
Hello, everybody! Welcome to the Superior Adventurers Guild. My name is Dave, your humble dungeon master, and I'm here tonight with some of my best buddies, my good buddies. We're going to dive into another game of Beyond Saltmarsh. We are somewhere deep in the Gloomhaven Glades, ready to get into more shenanigans. I'm excited to find out what happens, but before we dive into this epic game of ours, I'd like to introduce you to my friends, my good buddies. Here they are. Hey, guys. How's everybody doing?
Hello, everyone.
Good to see you
Is
guys.
it me you're looking for?
I have been looking for you all week, Michael, and I'm glad you're here. I'm really glad. Where have you been? Anyways.
I'm alarmed.
Stalking, maybe? I do not stalk my players. Oh, shoot.
He's a better DM than I am.
It's more of a troll. I like to troll my players in the off days, just to keep them on their toes. Anyways, Andy, why don't you introduce yourself to anybody that's out there watching?
Hello, everybody. My name is Andy. I'm playing Rhunar Deg, an 8th level human dual sword wielding Battlemaster fighter and captain of the Good Buddy, the best ship around, and new wielder of the Blood Spear of Mid-Atlantic Kudli.
Wow. Yeah, that was really good.
Oh man, I gotta practice that one.
That was awesome. Nicely done,
The waddle is not easy, man.
That was pretty beautiful.
Yeah, figure out how to say it really fast while you're going into battle.
Atlantic Kudli.
That takes a full action, actually, to say that.
Oh gosh.
Hi, Kirk.
Hi, I'm Kirk. I'm playing Byron Hern, the rogue of the group, slash single dip into fighter, slash the doctor, slash the guy who has a sack of balls. In a totally
Not wrong.
anyways. But you know, Byron Hern, he's a trickster, he's a ne'er-do-well, he's just created a brand new trap. It's called a bear drop. You put a bear into a tree and then you drop it on your enemy.
Ooh, that kind of rhymed.
But
It's
he's also worried about that bear and hopes that bear is okay, and he's probably not going to throw any more fuzzy balls until he's sure that bear is going to be just fine. Because gosh, this Tran Bag of Tricks has been a real whirlwind of emotions.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. I can't wait to see him break down as these fuzzy balls are murdered. Anyhow, hi, Chad.
Hello, this is me. This is my cat, Mace Windu. Hello, Mace
Hey,
Windu.
Mace.
Hi, everybody. I play Tenoch Knucklebones, the hard-knuckled divination wizard from deep in the jungles. Yeah, I'm excited to see how we survive this.
Wow, yeah.
Yeah.
How do you follow that one? Hi, I'm Michael, and I am burdened with glorious porpoise. There's supposed to be a green screen behind me, and like porpoises are supposed to jump over. But we didn't have time. We'll do it in post. It's fine.
Yeah.
I'm playing Theo, the Hexblade Warlock. I'm trying to still do the math on, as a necromancer, exactly how many of the undead inhabiting the village we've come to I can control at one time. We're going to see how that works. Inversely, an actual useful thing we're going to get to talk about, he also has the torch amulet of Brianna, which alerts every undead and other awful thing within 120 feet of him that he's there. So this is going to be all sorts of fun, guys.
Yeah, this is, I think, the literal definition of kiting. Don't stop
Shall
moving.
see.
Don't
I
stop
have
moving.
skis, though. Without skis, that'll never work.
Jungle skis. I've heard of it. Guys, we have some announcements, and I would really like to start with Andrew.
What?
Hate to put you on the spot, man.
I don't.
But you have an announcement. tonight.
Oh, that's right. We have merch, everybody.
What?
T-shirts, sweatshirts. Get your Superior Adventurers Guild swag at our online TeePublic store.
Yep.
I myself am wearing a new one that we
Ooh.
roll together, die together, good buddies for life. I love it.
Looks
Just
good
got
on
it
you.
out of the dryer for the game.
Oh, does it have that? Does it have that drier smell? Oh,
It's nice and warm.
Yep. But there's also
Mm.
tank tops, hoodies, crew neck sweatshirts, long sleeve t-shirts, baseball tees, kids t-shirts. Buy one for your little nephews and nieces out there.
do we
have
still have
pins
pillows, or
for
are we
children.
sold out? Are we sold out
We
of
have-
pillows?
We have pins. We have
The Theo pillow just went right out the door. It just
Yeah.
couldn't get enough of them. Whoever
We
the
have-
ladies or gentlemen who enjoyed those, we appreciate you.
pillows. There are no designs for pillows right now, actually.
Oh,
Oh, wait,
well, we better
throw
get on
pillow?
it.
No.
Good.
I like those
Good.
long full body pillows. Oh yeah.
But
Anyhow,
we do have totes. Get your totes.
does anybody else have? Kirk, you're wearing a shirt, aren't you? Model that thing. Look at that.
Woo!
God,
There it is.
dang, that's good looking. That's really good
Classic.
looking. Is that mustard? All right. Chad, you have an announcement as well, don't you, sir?
I do. I have a small handful of announcements. Things that are going on in the world of Superior Adventurers Guild. Obviously, tomorrow night is Thursday, our weekly Svelund campaign titled Midwinter's Keening, that I am the dungeon master for. All of my friends, some of whom are here, some of whom are not in this game. And there's a fight on top of a waterfall, and it's, oh boy, I'm excited. It's gonna be sweet. So that's tomorrow, same time as now, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time.
Hold up. That's on top of the waterfall?
Yep.
I thought we were at the bottom of the waterfall.
No,
Nope.
No,
no.
we're on top of
No.
that.
This is so much more exciting.
Shove attack.
Yeah. Yeah.
You're going for a swim, buddy.
Other really interesting things happening in the world of us of the Superior Adventurers Guild is we are having a presence at a couple of virtual conventions. Number one, the first one that is happening is Virtual Greyhawk Con, which is October 1st through the 3rd. Kind of spearheaded by Jay over at the Lord Gazumba channel. But also taking a lot of different folks that you may see around the specifically Greyhawk, but RPG kind of Twitch space and even Twitter space. People like Blue Box RPG. I'm sure Time Lord's wife is going to do something there. I don't actually know. Some other people who I always forget who they are. But we're running a game. More specifically, Dave is running a game called the Siege of Westkeep, a very famous instance in the history of the country that some people are from.
You got it.
My character's not from it, so I don't have to know what that country is. It's what the hell is the name of that country?
Throne of the Lion.
Nope. I don't
Nope.
remember.
King Scotty.
West, is it? No, I don't remember.
Keelan.
Keelan.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's, you know.
Oh wow, yeah.
We've only been playing this game for a year, but that's fine.
Yeah, it's yeah. That's gonna be super fun. I'm excited. You can sign up for that. There's a link that somebody will have in the, to use the term doobly-doo, more likely in the chat that will appear. Another convention we are having a presence at is Gamehole Con, which is October 21st through the 22nd. Gamehole Con is the largest tabletop gaming convention in the upper Midwest, right in the center, right in the heart, maybe? I don't know. I hate to give that sort of thing to Wisconsin,
Maybe
but
a
it is.
ventricle?
But it is, in fact, in Madison, Wisconsin.
Thanks,
And
Phoenix.
there's going to be There's going to be a lot of really awesome people there, a lot of really good games to play there. But also, thanks to COVID and the situation that put us in, there is also a large virtual component, which we will be personally taking part in. I will be running two games virtually at Virtual Gamehole Con. One, a love letter to Red Dawn. Two, a love letter to Alien. You're gonna
Lots of
play
love.
school kids fighting
Lots of
aliens
love.
or Marines fighting aliens. I guess it's just all alien fighting all the time. I'm a simple man. I have simple pleasures. I'm excited. I put a bunch of work into this. I got a lot of good stuff. And that's the 23rd. Specifically Saturday, which is the 22nd, and Friday, which is the 21st.
Somebody got some new emotes.
I don't know, but it's good stuff. There's going to be a link. Badges are available, but signing up hasn't happened yet, so you can't sign up for games yet, but that'll happen soon. Check out GHC and Tacos. They have information there maybe about Gamehole Con. No, that's just the guy who runs it. Anyway, I digress. Games, more games.
More games.
Get stoked. That's it.
Thanks,
That's
Chad.
Wow.
So
I'm getting better
that's
at
pretty
this.
rad. You remembered the names and everything. It was
I
awesome.
did not jack up the names.
No, it was great. I'm so proud of you. You know what? It's gonna be fun to get other folks engaged with our games and the crazy stuff that's in our brains. So stay tuned. Once the actual sessions are open to register for a game, we'll let you guys know. Either on our Twitter or here during one of our live streams. But definitely check those out. I dropped the links to both Gamehole Con and Virtual Greyhawk Con in the chat for you. Kirk, hit us, buddy. What do we got?
Oh, heck yeah. So after Nixon, but before Jimmy Carter, we have Gerald Rudolph Ford, 38th President of the United States, born today in 1913. We have Woody Guthrie, born today in 1912. We got Jane Lynch. Everybody loves Jane Lynch. Tenacious D, you a big fan? Jack Black? Oh, it's not Jack Black's birthday. It's the
Mike Tyson.
better half. Kyle Gass's birthday.
Oh wait, I got that wrong.
Jack Black. We got Victoria, the Crown Princess of Sweden.
She has a secret, doesn't she?
In 1977. I don't know her secrets.
The one we missed yesterday, which I wish we had been on the right date for, is yesterday was both Patrick Stewart and Harrison Ford's birthday.
No way.
Damn. Good God.
What are the odds that they celebrate together?
Gandalf and
Fair to
Captain Kirk's
Midland.
birthday?
Yeah.
What?
Oh my gosh.
We got John Baptiste Dumas.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Nice. Thank you, Kirk.
And a bunch of other people who I don't know.
Yeah.
I
If it's
rode
your
a horse
birthday today,
named Moss once.
really? That was a good story.
He was part mule, so they called him Dumas. Dumbass.
Oh no, we got it.
Yeah. Nice. God, these bits are getting better and better, fellas. I like it. Hey, I have something to throw into the mix too. I've got an announcement. I don't know if you guys were aware, but we have a sponsor for this campaign. Did you know this? Yeah. CZRPG, Dungeon Master Guild's best-selling publisher of campaign content. Yeah, it's true. Our friends at CZRPG have been gracious enough to sponsor this stream, this campaign, and it has been really fun to work with Christian and his team. We love supporting them. They support us. And tonight, they have donated a copy of their latest title for our giveaway. So here's what it is. Listen to this. It fits in great with the last couple of sessions. Dark Hexes and Horrible Curses. It's a 23-page PDF written by Matthias Gildman and edited by Jack Weingill. It's packed with diseases, curses, new stat blocks, new magic items. Great stuff to throw into your campaign or perhaps you're the kind of player who likes to purchase little gifts for your DM. This would be a great one to purchase for your DM so then they can curse you. And what's more fun than a curse, right, guys?
That's true. What
As a
is
hex
more fun
blade,
than
I'm a
curse?
big fan of cursing shit.
All right,
Curse
if you're gonna go curse or disease, raise your hand if you're curse. Curse. All right, disease.
I don't know the difference, to be honest.
It's just to go with your gut.
It sounds
Okay,
like
I
somebody
see.
said some diseases.
Disease.
Oh, no. All right,
Proud
we're gonna
of
get
it.
into a HIPAA violation here in a minute. If you want to enter to win this thing, right? This dark hexes and horrible curses. All you have to do is type in the keyword into the chat. It's CZRPG. Kirk is going to show you how to do it right now. It's super easy. And once you do that, you're entered to win. We're going to draw one lucky winner at the end of the stream. It might be you. Might be you. It could be you as well. It could be any of you. So check it out. We hope that you win. By supporting this awesome indie publisher, you're also supporting a great community of creators. You're supporting us, and we like to support everyone that we can. So there we go. Thank you. Oh, it landed right back on my desk. It's like a boomerang script. Okay. All right, guys. What do you think? Should we get into this?
Hell yeah.
Nah, let's go bake some cakes.
Ooh. All right. Carrot cake? We'll get to that in a minute.
I mean, if that's what you want to do.
3x.
I do enjoy character.
Before we jump into the great Greyhawk Baking Show, let's dive into a quick recap from last session. In our last episode, the Deg Gang found themselves deep inside the Pinyara ruins, having only moments ago defeated a cursed mummy lord, Ikathor. You started to plunder some of the ruins, looking for treasure and loot, and you unfortunately awoke a nest of Gricks, which swarmed into the chamber with their mother, the Grick Alpha. Bloodied and beaten from your previous fight with Ikathor, the mummy, who had incidentally also infected Rhunar and Thea with the mummy rot. You fought your way towards the exit. There was a climbing rope dangling from a broken set of stone stairs that led upwards to safety. As the creatures converged, Tenoch sent them flying with an awesome Thunderwave spell, although he did catch himself in the blast and took a significant amount of damage. Byron stepped forward to cover his friend's retreat and was met by a set of massive blows from the Grick Alpha, which actually knocked him unconscious and dealt him a critical hit while he was unconscious. Theo, near collapse himself, lurched forward to administer a healing potion to Byron, continued to swing his packed weapon at the writhing mass of Grick that had surrounded their position. Tenoch hit the Grick Alpha with a combination of Spirit Shroud and Ray of Frost, which was smart because it slowed its advance down by quite a bit. Byron dropped a fuzzy ball, which turned out to be a baboon that momentarily distracted their enemy as they sought to retreat. More Gricks began to appear from the walls, slithering forward as they hurried towards the rope. Byron was the first to get there, and he decided to hold on to the rope and steady it for his companions, essentially using the help action to give them advantage on their escape. Perhaps motivated, I don't know, by, Kirk, by memories of a previously deadly encounter in a dark dungeon from which only Byron survived. I don't know what was going on in his head. Nevertheless, he helped his friends. Rhunar slogged his way through the cricks, hacking and slicing, made it towards the exit. The Grick Alpha loomed up, and Rhunar turned to throw his hand axes at it. The second one hit him, and Rhunar menaced the creature into a state of fear. So that also bought them some time as it moved away from him, giving them a critical moment to flee. One by one, you ascended the rope with Byron helping you. Yet the Gricks continued to pour forward, unable to see Byron, who was concealed in the rubble. This was an awesome cinematographic, suspenseful moment where the Gricks swarmed into his space but didn't know where he was. Theo put up an illusion to sort of help with the concealment, and at the last minute, Byron scrambled up the ropes with the Gricks lashing out with attacks of opportunity, hitting him pretty hard, but he made his way up. I think you probably had like 3 hit points as you got up to the top of the rope. Breathing deeply, maybe a sigh of relief, you sat atop the ruins, eventually making your way back to camp, where you found your guide, Danvirius, accompanied by a familiar, albeit unsettling creature, a toad-like traveler that you knew as Malakt. Byron produced the strange fungus that this Malakt had left behind during your previous encounter with him, and they were mushrooms that you learned were called chaos spores. With some additional ingredients from the surrounding jungle that Malakt asked Tenoch to find for them, he concocted a strange brew that ultimately help to cure Rhunar and Theo of the mummy rot. However, it made them extremely sick for most of the afternoon. But it did have the slight flavor of bacon, so you had that going for you. Theo repaid the favor by giving Malacht a bunch of candy. I believe it was from somewhere in Saltmarsh, and also a pointy black hat, which Malacht was very excited to accept from you. You'd examine the items that you'd cover the runes, most notably the blood spear of Mictlantecuhtli. Then you settled in for a much-needed rest. As morning came, you found yourself back on the Biori River, headed for Mor'adu. You encountered a talkative macaw along the way and eventually pulled your craft to a small beach as the sun was cresting and dropping below the tree line. The roaring falls ahead. You lashed the boat to a nearby tree and crept forward, hearing the strange sound, a sorrowful moan from what appeared to be a ruined village ahead of you. Shambling corpses littering the area with their stench. That, my friends, is where we find ourselves as we enter back into this crazy, crazy world of Greyhawk. What would you like to do?
I would like to attack the darkness.
Yes. Roll
Is
to
there
hit.
Mountain Dew there?
No.
Then screw this town. If there's no Mountain Dew, we out.
It's not Mountain Dew, it's Mor'adu.
Mor'adu.
Is there any Mor'adu?
that works.
That they have.
Yeah, boy, what to do?
You just hear moaning, and you look ahead, and you in the sort of the light that's waning, you can see individuals moving about this clearing. It's hard to tell how many, as you're kind of down by the bank of the river.
Oh, it's probably a lot. Theo's gonna kind of come back from where him and Danverius was taking a look-see and go, well, gentlemen, I have good news, bad news, and worse news. In which order do you want them?
I want the worst first.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Seriously, the entire fucking village is undead, and there's also undead insects or evil dark insects. The important part is that entire zone back there, completely fucked to death. Actually fucked to undeath. The bad news is I also am wearing an amulet that will attract all of them if I get close to them. The good news is I don't think we technically have to go through the village to get where we're going. Hey, Tenoch, where are we going?
That's a good question. I will. First thing I'm going to do is cast Mage Armor on myself, because as we all know, this could go south real fast. So I make the sign of the Eye of the Tiger. And,
I like it.
Dun, dun, dun.
I'm surprised that it took me that long to make a joke about that. I think, yeah, I will maybe send up my hawk and have him look around, kind of scout and look for some of the landmarks that I would have been able to pick out from the vision that I had.
Okay. Go ahead and roll a perception check for your black-necked hawk.
Black collar.
Black-collared hawk. That's what I
All
said.
right. Give me 1 second, because I have to open up D&D Beyond, because that's the only way that I can get this to be viable. Where is my hawk? Oh, dismiss. Screw off. Extra.
Maybe the real hawk is the friends we made along the way.
There you go. Okay, so
Totally.
it's perception and +4 advantage, because it's with eyeballs. So 19, or how about a 19?
A 19. Yes. Your hawk flies up high overhead, the darkness causing a little bit of obscurity, but you do see a horde of what appear to be undead corpses shambling about a clearing that is sort of ringed by small thatch huts, not unlike the huts that you had stayed in and that the people of Lambakaya live in. There is, of course, the falls, which are rumbling and raging, a footbridge that you can see that goes across the falls, but there is some sort of mass of flesh, bodies, something in the middle of the clearing.
Nope.
There are insects flying about, as I mentioned before, buzzing around, and then on the eastern side of the river, you see a pretty steep cliff that looks pretty treacherous, and then it rises up into a bit of a peak that's flattened, and on top of that peak there is a ring of 5 standing stones. In the middle of the 5 standing stones, you also see a mound of some sort of, maybe like a pile of bodies. It's hard to tell.
Are those telltale signs that we're going the way that I know to go to the grove?
Tell me a little bit more about what Tenoch knows about
Oh, boy.
this grove.
Ugh, that's the wrong question.
Well, or roll a history check.
Let's see. Yeah, let me hang on. Let me double
Up to
check.
Meanwhile, while he's doing that, Rhunar, Byron, and Theo, what are the 3 of you doing? Danverius is sort of standing by, his sword drawn, and he is sort of looking to you for, a signal, or he's basically do your thing, whatever you want to do.
All right. No, go ahead.
I am waiting patiently to hear something from Tenoch, because, oh boy!
I'm recalling what the lady at Lambakaya mentioned, the Zelberry blossom.
Okay.
She had mentioned that she needed some, and that it was like a sacred herb, and that if we could transplant an herb and bring it back. So while Tenoch's off with his bird, he's standing right next to me, looking through his bird and all that, I got the black bear up in the tree. I'm gonna kind of try and climb halfway up the tree as well with my black bear and try and get a good view, see if I can see the Zelberry blossom anywhere nearby, so I can cut it out and move it back to the village.
Okay. So you're gonna climb the tree. Sorry, I was working on something else. Yep, you climb up the tree. Go ahead and roll a perception check for me.
That wouldn't have advantage, but I got a 21. I would
Very
need both
nice.
hands to climb a tree.
Yeah, from your position, you can see these huts that I described. The rise kind of leads up from the riverbank where you're sort of hidden. The bear up in a tree. You're in the tree with the bear. Yep, looking out. You see off to the edge along the tree line, the thick jungle tree line that surrounds this little village, that there are what appear to be gardens. You don't see the plant from that distance, but you see gardens.
Okay. Well, shoot. I'll slide back down the tree, and I'll have the bear slide down with me.
Okay, fair enough. Rhunar, anything that you want to do, or we'll go back to Tenoch?
No, I'm just prepping my weapons. I assume I'm attuned to that spear by now.
Yeah.
Okay. And
Yes, sir, you are.
I'm wearing my helmet, and I'm gonna pull my shield out and just have my shield ready.
Okay. And your helmet provides you with, what is it, 60 feet?
Normal
Nearly 30.
semi-human dark vision.
60 feet, dark vision,
Okay.
and underwater breathing.
Could come in handy if you go for a swim here.
Never know.
Like if
All right.
Theo were to suddenly shove you out of the boat.
Tenoch, back to you.
All right. Things that I wrote, specifically what I wrote down, was about the big tree, that it was to the northeast. That is where the grove was. There was a, like I remember, I feel like I remember, maybe I don't remember correctly, but I remember part of the vision was like seeing this thing from a bit of a distance, because I remember that we had a conversation about it, and that I was like, yeah, and you were like, yeah, you're pretty sure you know where that is or can find it.
Okay.
So
I'll tell you this: your hawk does not see this tree anywhere. If I think maybe you did catch a glimpse of it at a different location.
Yeah.
And where the hawk looks in an area where you think it should be, it is not there. You're not sure what that means necessarily. But you do see that where these standing stones are, it's kind of the highest point in the area. And a couple other things that you remember from the conversation that you had with Nimue about this place, and with the survivor. I can't remember his name off the top of my head.
Rollstaff.
Rollstaff, thank you. Is that this place is sort of a spiritual center for the old faith.
Mor'adu.
Yep. So that that there is an important piece in terms of like these people are dedicated worshippers of the Tuatha de Beori, which is the people of Beori. And it is one of the outland villages that is in full worship of that pantheon. So, yeah, go ahead.
I was gonna say, remind me again, what all I saw at around by the standing stones on top of this cliff.
You saw a second, possibly larger pile of what appeared to be bodies.
Okay. I will kind of come back from my boop vision, hawk sight, my sight beyond sight, and I'll kind of turn and point across to where this cliff is, because it's essentially like on the other side of the river from us, right?
It is. It's like there's a steep cliff that goes up, and then there's a plateau perhaps above that. One last thing that you noticed, Tenoch, I forgot to tell you this. You notice that there are a number of undead shuffling in your direction.
Okay. Here they come. Let's get back in the boat and
I
shove
need
off.
you to roll initiative for me.
What?
Do we have a screen with our tokens on it that we might click appropriately and thus get it on the
absolutely.
tracker?
Yes. Absolutely.
We don't want to pull an Andy.
Here you go. So you guys are up in this general area here.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Nice. There we go.
Whoa, look at all those 19s.
God damn.
Not bad. All right, let me get an.
Why do we have an
here.
icon right next to us for the black goat Bahamut, which feeds 1,000 young dams?
That's my black bear.
Oh, sorry.
Wow, look at all those 19s.
Gosh.
Who's got the highest dexterity? I'm guessing it's Rhunar.
Yeah,
Well,
I'm
Theo's
plus,
the prettiest, so I think that means he goes first.
I think that's how the rules are written.
I have a 20 dex.
Okay.
Yeah.
Tenoch, Theo, what about for you guys?
17.
15. Theo go last. Out of the 19s.
Okay. All right. So you start to see this these creatures shuffling. You mentioned that to the party, Tenoch. Rhunar, standing at the ready, what would you like to do?
I mean, we have to.
Tenoch just said we need to shove off. That's as far as we got.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do we need to shove off?
I have a thing I would say, but I don't. If I can do that, I would do that. But if I have to wait my turn, I'm going to do that too.
Yeah, let's wait, because you basically came back to consciousness, said they're coming.
Yeah.
How many are there? Did you see how many there were? And I'm just going to move up to here, well, next to the bear.
Okay.
And I'm going to take the, I'm going to pull the spear, and I'll take the dodge action.
Okay. Tenoch.
I do want to say real quick that Byron did say he was climbing up into the tree with his bear.
With the bear. Oh.
And that was before I came back.
I climbed down.
But then they came.
Oh,
they
you
came
climbed
down.
Yep. Oh, okay. Sorry, I missed that part. I will say, we may want to climb. Hang on. Standing stones on top of this cliff. That might be a good place to start. And I'm gonna. How fast is this river moving?
At this point, it's moving pretty fast because it's getting really close to the falls.
Sure.
You can't necessarily see the falls from where you're standing,
Okay.
but you definitely could when you had the eyes of the hawk.
Yeah.
It's probably, let me just check here. Roughly 40 feet downstream. So it's close.
To the falls. Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's moving pretty fast.
I'm gonna push the boat a little bit in. I don't want to push it in. I want to push it in to be ready in case my fellows decide that it's a good idea to jump in the boat and shove off to the other side. But no, I don't want to push it in so far that I'm going to lose the boat.
It gets away from you.
Yeah, I want to do enough to be in a good position, but not so much that I'm going to lose the boat. I am pretty strong, but
there is also a bow line on this boat, so you could utilize that if you needed to in some way. All right, so you kind of edge it out a little bit into the flow.
Yeah.
Okay.
And just kind of hold it there and wait expectantly. If that takes my whole action, I'm cool with that.
Okay.
If not, I would, I don't know, wait to push off more.
I would let you, because it's pretty much right on the edge. You could ready an action to push the boat into the water.
I'll do that.
All right, cool. That brings us to Theo.
Theo runs over to the boat and does the exact same thing. Getting ready to shove it in.
Okay. All
That's
right.
it. I'm gonna do.
Back to Byron, or to Byron, not back to him, but to Byron.
All right.
To Byron.
Byron is going to move. First, he's going to give a bonus action to the bear to follow him.
Okay.
And he's going to move 5, 10, 15, and he's going to try and start moving along this brush here along the shore. 20.
Okay.
I don't know if it gets into difficult terrain yet. 25, 30.
I would say right about there it does. Yeah, you can get that far with your movement, but getting up that cliff will be you'll need to roll for that.
Okay, and I'll have the bear pretty much moving with me, so it'll be here.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And then
Is it-
for your action, are you hiding, or what are you doing? Are you gonna use your action or ready an action?
As my action, I'll take the dodge action.
Okay.
And yeah, that's it.
All right, that brings us to zombies. Let's see here. I need a ruler. Oh my. 120 feet, huh? All right.
Mm-hmm.
I thought the distances involved were far larger than apparently they actually are on the map.
I would
Is it
agree.
is it nighttime right now? By the way.
It's like dusk.
Okay.
They're using their dash action to approach you.
They're shambling harder.
Yeah, they're double time that.
It's a bunch of undead mall moms.
They got their Newports, or what are those shoes?
Come on, girls.
New balance.
right.
You're looking
New
for New
Balance.
Balance.
Yeah, Newports are the cigarettes.
Actually, really good shoes for running.
All right,
Yeah,
so
I have
that's
some.
their
I have-
turn. They double time the shamble towards you. Rhunar, one of them coming up to you and just reaching out, unable to attack you, but and it is your turn.
Oh, I'm gonna hit him with my sword, or
Okay.
not my sword, the spear. Sorry. Shield up, spear, attack.
Oh boy.
Whoa!
I was an
Earthquake.
earthquake.
Sorry about that.
Earthquake.
Earthquake. Ooh.
Right, here we go.
It's like the Akavit kicked in.
15.
Yeah, that'll hit.
I'm trying to make sense.
Stuff.
Does that make sense? The damage.
Was there a reason it rolled an extra D8?
That's what I don't know.
I wouldn't read into it because it doesn't count it in the list of damage.
I think it's that's if it's
Because
two-handed.
it rolls like 12 die for me, but I'm not rolling that many die actually.
No, I mean
Right, but in his calculation, or in
It's
in his in
Is
the
there a
text box.
reason it would roll an extra D8 for damage?
No,
Is there a magic
no.
property?
It's basically a spear with a +1 to attack and a +1 to damage.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and so I
so-
dragged the +1 spear from the, from the compendium or
Mhm.
whatever into my sheet, and
Okay.
but this damage number 2 is ticked on, and the thing
Alright.
is with the spear it increases to 1d8 if you use two hands, but I'm only using one hand, so it's just the
Right.
damage on the left, I believe. Yeah,
Let me take.
because
a
I only
peek.
rolled a 1.
Spear. Yeah, I'll just turn that off.
Yeah.
There we go. Okay.
Okay.
So how much total damage? 5?
So I believe it's just 5 because I rolled
Okay.
a 1 on the damage.
All right. Yeah, you just run the spear through it and it sinks in really soft. Like there's not much left of substance inside this thing, but it still stands before you.
All right, I'll use my extra attack to hit him again.
Okay.
Oh,
26.
yeah.
Ba-boom. Yeah, that'll hit for an additional 8 points. It's looking pretty rough, but still stands.
I don't want to. Okay. Yeah, that's it for now.
Okay. Brings us to Tenoch.
I'm gonna say, God damn it. How many dudes can I see?
You can definitely see the 3 that are right in front of Rhunar.
It's fair. I don't have.
You probably
shit
don't
for
see.
vision.
Yeah, you probably don't see the next wave all that clearly.
But okay.
But you know they're there because of the hawk.
Yeah. Yeah. I'll say. There's a lot more coming. The longer we stand here, the more we gotta fight all of them. Like, get in the damn boat. And I'm going to hold my action to push the boat out.
Okay. Theo?
I'm gonna jump in the boat. It's just kind of a, hey guys, maybe we should get in the boat. I don't think we need 2 of us there to push it off, do we?
I'm really strong.
Fair enough.
Go through this village. I can't.
No! We don't know, but the guy
No,
who
I
would
just-
know where we're going just said go over there, so we should go over there. And then
right.
Theo is going to Eldritch Blast the one that is all up on Rhunar because he doesn't appreciate anybody being all up on Captain Deg.
All right, let her rip. Oh yeah.
First
Oh,
one
yeah.
for 7 force.
Your first blast hits it and rips off part of its shoulder, its left shoulder, and its left arm fall to the ground. Kind of lunges forward as if it's going to fall on Deg, but it still stands.
Then it's got another one coming for it because I am a giver.
Very generous.
I just love to give back to my community. Does a 12 hit?
A 12 hits, and it blasts it right in the neck and rips the head off. The head goes flying backwards. The one arm comes down and, like, almost as if it's trying to hug Rhunar, puts its hand on his shoulder and then just slides down onto the ground in front of him.
Oh, he was a hugger too. Lovely. Get in the damn boat.
Anything else, Theo?
That'll do me.
All right, Byron.
Byron, having heard Theo yell, get in the damn boat, I'm going to look back and it'll be like, the falls, guys. You're going to go down the falls. They're just undead. And then I'm going to go, oh shit, they're just undead.
Byron.
And I'm going to go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And the bear's going to follow me 5, 10, 15, 20. And I'm going to, can I hold the bear in the boat?
That's what you ask?
Can you
Yeah.
hold the
I'm
bear,
asking
like
you, yeah.
cuddling with
I
it?
want to pull
Here,
it into
boy.
my arms so I can
No,
So that-
I'm gonna make a ruling here. I'm gonna make a ruling that you actually say that to Tenoch and Theo.
Okay.
Ask the fucking captain.
Can I
I'm bringing
hold the
my
bear?
I'm bringing my bear. That's all. That's final. And I'm gonna get in the boat.
I love
And
it.
my action will be to sit in the boat and hold the bear.
I love it. All right, that brings us to the undead. You see them come out between these two huts here, Rhunar. A second wave as the ones in front of you move forward. Whoops. There we go. And they are going to take a couple swings at you, Rhunar. The first one is going to make a slam attack at you on
Which
your
one?
left here.
Which one?
The one on the left. That's going to be a 9 to hit, which is going to miss.
Yep.
The second one is going to attack you with a 19 to hit.
My AC with the ring and my shield up is 20.
So you block it out of the way with your shield.
As that one swings at him, I will take a bonus action to swing at it. But I will hit it. I will just have to hit it with my shield because I didn't draw a weapon yet.
Okay. Yeah, you can make a shield attack or a shove attack, let's say.
Yeah, shove attack. Heck yeah. Is that an athletics?
Yes, and it is a contested roll against strength. So beat a 3.
An
Oh, yeah.
18.
Nice.
So you can push it 5 feet or cause it to go prone.
I'll knock it down.
Okay. I just want to double check. Is it 5 feet or 10 feet?
5 feet.
It is. Okay.
Yep.
Sweet. All right. So it goes prone. I'm going to give it my back. Oh, God. All right. So that happens, and let me just see. Oh boy. All right. Rhunar, as the creature in front of you comes in for those attacks, missing, you see across its face the decayed flesh. Now you get a really good look at it. Seems to ripple and swell and twist, strange motions beneath this pale blue skin. There are blisters and open sores covering their lifeless face, and they are seeping from every orifice, and from these sores, this dark, purulent discharge that just drips out. And you see something tear through the skin of its face and detach, and it jumps towards you off of its face, and it lands on you. Well, it's going to try to anyhow.
Oh, time to find a new captain.
Like some kind of worm or like...
Well, it happens so
mummy?
fast, you're not sure. But an 18, as it
Misses.
comes towards you, and you duck out of the way. And it lands on the ground next to you. Let's do this. Let me grab this thing.
Fucking zombies with face huggers and shit.
2 great
Yep.
flavors, 1 low price.
And let's see.
Whoa.
The one that you bashed down on the ground, something similar happens to it, Byron. It's shirtless, and you can see its chest just open up, and something jump out at you and try to attach itself to you. 25 to hit.
Oh, Jesus.
Misses. It hits.
11 necrotic damage. And it is attached to you.
I don't like that one bit.
No
Yep.
one does.
No.
It's a good
So
thing you
let's-
got a bear.
Let's give you a little token or a little icon.
Little partner.
A little friend.
Little
Yeah,
buddy.
a little something. Let's see, what are we gonna use? We'll use
Oh.
let's use this. Toxic. It's
Toxic.
toxic. All right, that's their turn. Danverius is going to see that happen and backtrack towards the boat.
Get in the boat.
There's not enough room in it for all of us. Get that bear out. And that's his
No.
turn. Rhunar.
All right. Yeah, I'm just going to say, all right, get in the boat. Start to shove off. I can hold them. And I will attack. Well, let me think about this. I'll disengage rather than attack. 2, 3. And start. I'll get in the boat.
Okay.
Tenoch, sit in my lap.
I mean, I can literally do that because I can take up that space.
You want to ride
You
on my
can.
shoulders, big guy?
All right.
Don't get the bear
Is
down.
everybody in the boat at this point?
But
Well,
then
and
I'll-
so my action
Ten.
is next. I'm not in the boat.
Okay.
But on my
So,
action,
Go ahead. Yep.
I'm going to say get at the oars, and I'm gonna shove the boat off.
Okay. So everybody is now in the boat, I'm assuming.
Yep.
All right. You guys shove the boat off into the water here. And Tenoch, you're going to be in there too, buddy. The current catches you quickly, and you start to move rapidly towards the falls. We'll say that the boat, the falls, the water, the river, it takes an action. We'll say it takes an action at the beginning of the next turn, but you guys are now in the current. Theo.
Is there you like? There's a like I forget the name of the rope. You literally called it earlier. The rope in the
bow
bow
line?
or the stern that you use to tie off to things.
Yeah, the
the
bow
bow
line.
line.
I'm gonna grab the bow line and start looking for a spot on this cliff to tie it off.
Okay. Roll a perception check for me.
We're all gonna die. 10.
You see various debris. There's logs. There are rocks along the shoreline. You're sort of panicked looking, but you do see a log right about here, as you can see on the map. There are. It is a pretty steep cliff. It goes up about 25 feet, and it looks very steep. I said that twice, so it's double steep.
Okay, then I'm ready in action for when we go by that log to try and like essentially make a lasso and snag it.
Nice.
Okay, I like it. Byron.
Are you gonna do it? With
All right.
Eldritch?
As my main action, I'm going to pull a grappling hook and whip it at that cliff in an attempt to hook the cliff as well.
Okay.
Much more efficient.
Nice.
Roll a roll a dexterity attack without proficiency.
An 11.
You throw it up and it hits the rocks and just kind of slides down and splashes into the mud along the edge of the river there.
All right. As a bonus action, I'm gonna have the bear bite whatever this thing is off of me.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
Bear
Go
surgery.
ahead and roll to attack. That's great.
Dr. McKillingutty, Dr. Bear.
Self-surgery.
Nurse Bear.
None of the extra dice.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
15 to hit
Mm-hmm.
for 7 piercing.
The bear starts pulling, and you're just like screaming out in pain as you can feel this thing, whatever it is, it's moving and pulsating on your chest, and it's somehow dug itself into your almost like your muscle, and it pulls on it, and it tears open, and this strange black ichor just kind of flows down onto your cloak. It does appear as though it did damage to it.
Sweet.
Nice. That's so awesome.
I think it gets a second attack then.
The bear.
The bear.
Bears.
Let me just double check this real quick.
It's an emergency
Some claws
barondectomy.
and a bite.
Say that again, Michael.
Should have a claw and a bite, I think.
Yep, it gets its claws too. So I'm gonna, as soon as it bites into this thing and tears it open,
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna have it stand up on the edge of the boat and just
Oh God.
slash into my chest. None of the extra damage. A 9 to hit for 6 slashing.
It actually misses as the thing kind of grips into you, and it kind of causes you to shift. Roll a D100 for me. There's a 50% chance the bear hits you.
18.
Yep, the bear hit you. So
All right,
you take the slashing damage.
I don't think that's covered in my FHA.
Damn it.
But I don't know if that's a insurance thing.
That was an insurance joke.
Oh, it
No,
was? Okay,
technically,
good.
you don't know if that's covered, and I could get into it. We're not doing that right now.
No, please don't go there. That's a different podcast.
That's my turn.
All right, so now it is the turn of the undead. First, let's start with you, Byron. The creature on you is going to attack. It's going to have advantage.
Oh.
Wow. Okay, hold on. Yeah. All right, and just so you know, there is a way you can try to pull it off of yourself too. 18 to hit.
Ties my armor class. That means it hits, right?
Yep. For only 6 necrotic, as it squeezes in and it almost feels like it's injecting some sort of substance into you. Let's see. These zombies continue forward and get to the edge of the water. That one there. This one here. They are going to try to tip the boat as they wade into the water. I'll just do a strength check. Give me, whoever's on the oars, give me a strength check.
Okay.
I'm guessing that's us. Tenoch?
Yep.
Tenoch
You and Rhunar. Okay,
Yeah.
so go ahead and give me a strength check. 13, nice. Oh, okay. Tenoch, give me one more strength check as a tiebreaker. I rolled a 14 and a 13, so we each won one. I rolled an 18, so one of them grabs onto the boat and starts to shake it. I need everybody to roll a dexterity saving throw. The other one gets swept away into the water and gets pushed downstream.
Dex save.
Yeah, dex save, please.
Yes.
Booyah!
Anybody below a 12 goes in the water.
Oh no, Theo.
It's a Theo. Theo's in the water.
Did we get a...
The question is would that disrupt Theo's
Byron?
held action?
Oh, I need to roll one too.
Yep. Okay, so Theo falls into the water as the boat shakes, and you've got one of the zombies kind of holding onto the side, reaching out for you, but it's already used its action. You see...
No, this is epic. This is awesome.
We should have just
These-
fought him on land.
Yep.
I don't know that you
Or
understand
just run immediately.
the description of how many there were.
Yeah, I'm seeing thousands of these in my head for the record. That's why I was
Yeah.
like, we should go.
Wait, thousands?
Yeah, that's what I'm seeing in my head. We don't have an accurate count, but that's what I pulled away from it. This could be wrong for the record.
Yeah. He described
Tenoch-
it as a lot.
Yeah,
Yes.
you guys are watching as these zombies are kind of racing forward towards the shoreline, a big horde of them, and the one that's holding on to the boat, you see its chest tear open, and this thing lurch out at you. It's going to make an attack. 11 is not going to hit.
Not
It
today.
jumps past you and lands in the boat. And the one in front of you, Byron, is going to, let's see. That one actually gets to make a slam attack, so it's going to try to slam you. A six is going to miss. You must be right on the bow or the stern. All right, and then...
Far from Danbury as possible.
Let's see. Far from him? Yeah.
As far from him.
Yep. All right, so another one of these creatures is going to lurch forward as it tears out of another zombie towards you, Tenoch. 13 is going to miss as well, and it drops into the water and starts floating downstream.
Bloop.
Yep. The old bloop attack. Let's do this. I'm going to get these guys on the board.
Yeah, I was gonna say there's one in the boat with us now too, right?
Yeah, there is. I'm going to do this. There's one floating downstream. There's one in the boat. And there's one attached to Byron. All right. That is their turn. That brings us to Dan Virius. Dan Virius is going to try to reach out for Theo. So he will make a... what kind of a roll would that be? We'll make it a survival roll.
He's a survivor.
Just roll a d20 for me, Theo. I rolled a 13. If you roll under a 13, he grabs you by the wrist. Yes, he
Nice.
grabs you right onto your wrist and holds you tight. You're like, oh. That brings us to the current. The current is going to start to pull you.
It's gonna play REM.
Yep.
What's the frequency, Kenneth?
This is going to be interesting. So the current's going to go like this. Let's say 15, 20. Ripping you out of the hands of the zombie. So that one's not really an issue anymore. There still is a... Whoops. That's not what I wanted to do. There still is one of these strange-looking cyst-like creatures inside the boat, and a zombie that is... Actually, yeah, that zombie is kind of attached to the boat, so it's right there with you. And Theo, you're right about here. Right about there, I would say.
Does that trigger my held action to
Sure. Yep.
survival
Go ahead
check?
and... Yep, do a survival check.
Come on.
And describe for us what you're trying to do.
Who's got advantage?
He's got a rope lasso, and he's just trying to get it around that, rock and/or log. I think it was a log that looked like it was holding. Basically, he just wants to tie the boat off so it will stop moving on its own, especially if they have to leave it.
So as you guys are being pulled away by the current downstream, there's this log on the side, and you're basically trying to hang the loop on it, right? As you go past it, and you miss it. Just falls into the water. So that was the current. Now it's Rhunnar's turn. You've got a couple of options. The boat is careening towards the falls. You can start to paddle, in which case you can make an athletics check to paddle against the current, and possibly if there's help, you could, if you wanted to use a help action, you could help out someone, Tenoch, who's next in line, to try to get to a certain location if you wanted to, but you'd have to work together to steer the boat in a direction. Does that make sense? Those are kind of like two boating options. Or you could jump out. Or something else.
Or find
that I
a
haven't thought
line or tie.
Yeah.
Do I see the bow line?
Yeah, you look around and you can see it, sure. Yeah, you know exactly where it is. It's attached to the bow.
I will grab the bow line. And does this area of the shore look like a ground I could stand on, but near this log?
Hard to tell at the speed that you're moving and in the sort of the light play that's going on here with sort of the shadow. It looks like sort of a wetland, muddy bank. But again, you're moving pretty fast.
All right, I'm going to try to aid Tenoch in paddling the boat up the river a little bit more. I think I like that option better.
Okay, so you'll use the help action basically, right?
Yeah.
Okay, sweet. That brings us to you, Tenoch.
Awesome. I'm going to do something else. I'm just kidding.
Sucker!
Yeah, I will leverage my athletic abilities to row this boat.
Row, Jimmy, row.
Surrounded by zombies.
18.
All right. Yeah, where are you trying to go with the boat?
Probably obviously towards the other bank, towards the cliffside.
Okay.
And I guess like that log looks like as good a place as any as far as I can tell while we're moving fast. So maybe up kind of towards that log. If I can get a little north of it, so that again we would come back down towards it a bit more, also wouldn't be a bad idea if I can manage that.
Sure.
That
Let me do a contested current strength roll to see what happens here.
Oh, that's
yeah,
not good.
you beat it. I rolled a 15. You had an 18. So you are able to get the boat. Let's see. Can I grab all of you without totally botching this? There's a lot of tokens in this little area.
Here's a quick question about this. in Roll20, can you select multiple tokens in the same grouping by holding the control key?
You can,
Oh,
I believe.
nice.
Yeah. You can also just like drag a rectangle around them and it'll
Right.
select all of them. But sometimes you select weird
Then
things
you
that
grab
you didn't
extra
mean to.
ones. Yeah, that's why I brought that up. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So yeah, you are able, with the help of Rhunar, to get you up onto at least the bow of the boat is now on this marshy, wet, muddy area next to the log.
Awesome.
And that's your action. Theo, it's your turn. You're now sort of like holding on to Danverius. You've been dragged with the boat over to this marshy area. It's super muddy, and you kind of put your foot down and you sink into about mid calf.
Can I start? Can I start to try and climb the cliff?
Absolutely, you can. Heck yeah.
Then he will. He just. I presume that's an athletics check?
Yes, please.
A 10. The
look
dice
fives.
hate me.
So you're just barehanded trying to climb up it. It's kind of wet and slippery. You kind of slide off of it and you land back in the mud. Looking up. Fuck.
I got nothing else for the moment then, because that was kind of my move. And I don't have. Do I have the line in my hand anymore? I assume no, actually, which may have been inaccurate.
Yeah, probably not then, if that's what you were thinking.
In that case, as long as I'm here, I'm gonna Eldritch Blast this thing in the boat. I don't like it. I don't know what's up with that. So
The
it's
little
tiny.
like pustule. Yeah.
Yeah, fuck that
Okay.
shit.
Yeah. Right. Blast it. Oh,
First
yeah.
one's a 21 for 6.
Yeah, that'll hit. That'll definitely hit.
Second is a 20 for 8.
Yeah. So a total of 14. I like it. Yeah. 2 blasts into the boat, and this thing just sort of starts to sizzle a little bit, and it kind of makes like a kind of a weird, like almost like a baby cry for a moment.
I don't like that.
No. Anything else, Theo?
That's me.
All right, Byron. You still have
All
the
right.
you still have the grappling hook. You just didn't get purchased with it last time.
Yep. I'm gonna reel it in, throw it again. Aiming for the top of the cliff. Try and get a good purchase.
Okay.
Dexterity check.
Yeah, dexterity, like attack roll without the proficiency.
Yeah.
22.
Yeah, you throw it up there and pull it, yank it tight. You've got a good grip with it at the top of that hill, that cliff.
All right. As a bonus action, I'll command the bear to tear into this thing that's in me.
All right.
Is there a bear therapist?
Barapist.
Therapist.
Oh, God.
A 9. Bite attack.
Yep, it misses as it bites out. Roll a D100 for me.
$85.
Nice.
Yeah, it doesn't hit you, but it doesn't really do any
Okay.
damage to this thing as it sort of tears at it, but doesn't quite. It's not very effective, let's say.
All right. The bear's gonna claw it.
Okay.
God damn it.
A 10.
Roll a
This
D100.
bear, this bear is the worst surgeon ever.
Listen, he's just a resident.
33.
He's not. He's just a resident. He's not through.
Yeah.
He's not through
It's-
school yet.
It's
Yeah.
pretty obvious, too. Yeah.
I'm taking 8 more slashing, I'm guessing.
Yep, and don't forget to update your token with your hit point totals. All right.
Too much
Anything
time
else,
cooking
Byron?
jar, not
I think
enough
that was
time in the
your
activating.
that was your action,
Yeah, that was
and it
my
was
action
your
and
bonus. All right, so the zombie is going to try to pull itself into the boat with its
Oh, yeah,
movement.
there's a zombie right there.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
So we'll go. Yeah, let's do a dex roll. Nope, -1. It does not get in. Instead, it claws out at Byron and misses with a 6 as it starts to kind of. It doesn't have any way to touch the bottom or anything. It's just kind of holding on and swinging aimlessly at you. However, there is a creature on you that is going to attempt to drain you. God, these things are nasty.
Yeah.
Somehow it doesn't work because I rolled an 8 and an 8. So that's not going to happen. Yep. They're both ineffectual. And there is a second one that is going to jump towards Danverius, the one from inside the boat. 20 is going to hit. It attaches to Danverius and he takes 12 necrotic damage. Get it off me!
There's only one way I know how to do that. Thunderwave.
So let's see. These guys are gonna move back. They're gonna be in some tough terrain here. So they're gonna go half movement. They're just kind of like, they're kind of clocking you as they move along the edge. Howling and screeching while some of them run back up towards the village. All right, I think that is it for them. Danverius is going to attempt to pull this thing off of him. Strength check. Come on, buddy. Strength check. Oh, he's not that strong. We'll see what happens. A 6. It does not. He does not. He's just pulling on it. It's like on his neck, and he's trying to pull it off, but he can't. That's his action. The current. Let's see. You guys have. Did you guys secure the boat? I can't remember.
I thought we did, but I don't know.
The Byron got.
I have a grappling
grappling
hook
hook.
attached to it.
Okay. So, is there anybody on the oars anymore?
I am still there
Okay.
on the oars. I have
So-
not acted since.
I think technically I'm supposed to be still, but it looks like I'm half off the boat.
Okay. So then you
'Cause-
guys can both roll an athletics check to keep the boat steady. I was going to give you advantage anyways, but you guys can each roll. And let me
Athletics?
just roll. Yeah. Because of the you're tethered
There
by
we
the yeah, you're able to hold it steady with Byron's help, holding onto the grappling hook, kind of pulling in the front end of the boat, and the two of you at the oars, kind of holding it steady. There's the zombie hanging over the side, swinging at Byron, and your friend Danverius, the guide, has got this thing on his neck. He's calling out. That brings us to Rhunar.
All right, I'm gonna reach over and try to help Danverius. Like I'm close enough to him, right?
You would have to drop the oars and get out of the boat. Because basically, I'm thinking you're more like
Right.
realistically, you're about right there, kind of halfway
Okay.
between those
That's
two.
cool.
Yeah.
I will reach down, grab my shield, and try to shove this zombie off the boat.
Okay.
Nice.
Yeah. Do a shove attack. I love
This
it.
is where shove attack is king.
Yeah.
So that's just straight strength, or
It's an
Athletics.
contested athletics roll.
okay.
Yep. And actually, the person you're shoving can use athletics or acrobatics, I believe.
Correct.
For this guy, it doesn't matter. I rolled a 5, so you rolled a 9. Yeah. You push him off.
That was my old roll. That's
Oh.
my new roll.
That's much better. Yeah. You push him 5 feet into the water.
Blah, blah, blah.
Anything
so
else
hopefully
that
he
you
goes
want to
down
do?
the current. That's technically my action, right?
It is an attack action.
Can I do an extra attack to try to help Byron pull the thing off as my extra attack?
You could attack the thing.
I'll attack it.
Okay.
Okay, question. When I got in the boat, would I have had to stow my weapons to like start rowing?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
You would have had to do something. You drop it or stow it or something.
I just
because you would have jumped in and grabbed the oar like with both hands, and you're like paddling against this strong current, you know.
So can I take out? Can I pull? Can I pull a dagger and try to stab the thing on Byron's chest?
Yeah, you can, because you get a free action to interact with an object. So
okay,
let me think about this for a minute.
I'm just thinking thematically that would work better than a sword.
Yeah, for sure. The paddling check was in the current's turn. So yes, you can pull your dagger, and with your extra attack, you can attack the creature that is stuck to Byron's neck.
All right, so
neck now. Is it my chest or my neck?
Yeah, chestal, nectal area.
Collarbone region.
Yeah.
All right.
In your chesticles.
Exactly.
Okay, here we go. There we go.
Nice.
24 for 9 piercing.
Yep.
With your golden dagger.
My fancy dagger.
Golden dagger, scrimshaw.
I have 2, but that's the only one I used to roll with.
So I can get at this thing. All right. Yeah, you jab into it. More of this black ichor sprays out onto you and onto the blade as it wriggles underneath the pressure and the damage that it takes, but it doesn't appear to be stopping. It starts to move and pulsate.
Oh, all right. That's pretty much all my turn.
Okay. That brings us to Tenoch.
I am going to...
Real quick, does this zombie get shoved 5 feet for that shove attack?
Yeah, I mean, it basically did.
Okay.
Yep.
Boy. I think I'm going to use my action to I guess work the boat into a more work to stabilize the boat and get us a better position with which to ideally disembark shortly.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead and make an athletics check as your action to sort of fight against the current. Although at this point the current is kind of pushing you in the direction that you want to go, and you're able to ease the boat closer to the shoreline so that let's see if I can do this without total cluster.
Just move the map. Just move the map.
Yeah, that's the problem. Therein lies the problem. Hold on. There we go. So the boat is going to be more like this now.
Okay.
And then I feel like I'm the surgeon.
Right.
You guys are kind of like that, roughly. Yeah, and the zombie is kind of off in this direction. He got pushed. There you go.
Okay.
Yeah, you accomplished what you set forward to do.
Awesome.
For sure. Yep. And the boat is now kind of jammed in along the side. You can tell that there's pressure on the boat and there's water building up in like this part of the boat, because it's kind of pushing against the boat, pushing it up against this wall, and it's starting to kind of tip back on itself, and water is starting to come into the boat a little bit. Not bad though.
I'm gonna say we don't have much time. Get on the wall. And that's the end of my turn.
All right, Theo.
I guess. Yeah, yes. I'm not gonna be the first one off. I'll be the last one off this boat.
Okay.
You guys have seen The Hunt for Red October, right? And there's the part where Captain Ramis is recalling that when Cortez came to the New World, he burned his men's boats so that they couldn't go back and would be motivated. No reason I'm bringing that up, but I will help get the thing off Danvarius if at all possible.
All right. Yeah, go for it.
Strength check?
Yeah, you're going to try to pull it off him. Go right ahead. Yeah, strength check. DC 14. Oh, you grab onto it. And your feet, your fingers kind of sink into it. It's kind of squishy, kind of spongy. And you can feel it's muscular inside of it, though. And you try to pull on it. And it seems like it's attached to him. It's covered in mucus.
Then as a bonus action, I'm going to thunder wave the boat. No, I can't do that on any level, so that's my turn.
Oh, God, you scared me.
I thought about it. If we hadn't pushed off, I was going to thunderwave all those zombies.
Yeah, all right, sure. That's perfect. Byron.
Bonus action. I'm going to have the black bear bite and hold the rope with its teeth as hard as possible.
Yes.
Acting as an anchor.
Have the bear make a strength check for me. This would be a pretty easy DC.
Come on, bear.
The way we've been rolling.
Yeah, no kidding.
That's true.
Our strength checks have been horrible.
Speak for yourself.
I had the black bear up. Okay, here we go. +2.
We're having a hard time with these little...
I may have mentioned last week in a different game that there's only 2 ways games involving rivers go and crossing them. And it's like we're seeing both.
That's true.
There we go. There it is.
The bear got a 3.
Oh, yeah. You put it in the bear's mouth, and the bear just kind of... and it just slides out and drops into the water.
All right. Action.
Oh, my God.
Main action.
Pull
I'm going
the
to
thing off your
pull
chest.
a
Yes.
dagger from right here.
Yeah.
I'm going to turn it on myself and, with precision accuracy, carve this thing out of my chest.
All right, do it.
An 18 to hit for... It should also have sneak damage. It should have sneak damage too.
Okay.
I don't know why sneak didn't work, so 4d6 on top of that 8.
Okay. Go ahead and roll it.
Oh, yeah. It only shows 2.
Yeah, did you have it unchecked or something?
Weird.
No, I had it checked. I don't know.
Bizarre. We'll do a bio
It
break
says
at the end of
rolling
this
the
round.
dice.
Okay.
17. So 17, 25 damage to this thing on my chest.
All right. You stab at it like that, and you can feel it loosen its grip on you, and it just starts to detach and fall off of you. And it
As
drops
it's falling,
into the boat.
I'll hacky sack it off the boat if I can. If you'll let me.
Yeah. Yeah. Roll a dexterity save to not fall out of the boat as you do this.
Roll for high school.
Yep.
I don't want to talk about that.
Yeah, you're able to punt it into the stream.
Sweet.
Oh, yeah.
Nicely done.
That's
All
my
right,
turn.
anything else? All right, that brings us to the zombies. This zombie is going to try to swim towards you. That's going to be a strength check against the current strength. So nope, a natural 1. Well, unless I roll a natural 1, I guess. I rolled a 2. So this zombie gets washed away downstream. And we'll just, for the sake of the game, this one's going to get washed away. That brings us to the rest of these creatures that are up top here. A little like this. You can see, if anybody who's looking can see them walking towards the...
oh, yeah, there's a goddamn bridge
towards
there.
a bridge. Yep. You see, basically like a rickety, narrow footbridge hanging above the falls, and on it you can see these creatures are sort of tracking you And there are 3 more over here, difficult terrain, however, so they're going to have only, with their dash, the regular 20 feet. Okay, so they get right about there, scrambling up this cliff face. Let's see, and there is still one of these creatures on Danverius. It is going to attack him. It has advantage. A 20 is going to hit for 21 necrotic damage. Oof. All right, that brings us to Danverius. He's going to try again to pull this thing off. He cries out in pain, "Get it off me! Theo!" He looks, you can see just the fear in his eyes. And he is, where is he? Right here. Strength check. Come on. A 3. Nope. He had to beat a 14.
Oh my god.
At this point, I'm going to say you guys are secured against the boat is secured anyways, although you're all standing there. Actually, let's do this. I want to see if the current is strong enough to swamp your boat. Let's do this. Tenoch, give me a D20 roll, please.
1d20.
Just a straight up showdown. Oh, the boat starts to take on water. It has one unit of water logged.
How much water can we log in the boat before it's completely logged full of water?
You have a sailor background, right?
I do actually.
Do you have yeah, of course you do. You have water vehicles. Roll a water vehicles check with intelligence as your actually, let's wait. Let's do that on your turn. But get ready for it. Rhunar, you see the boat taking on water. You're sort of halfway out of the boat at this point. What do you want to do?
Hearing Danverius screaming, I'm gonna run up and try to help him.
Yeah, you can basically just reach over and kind of grab his shoulder and turn him, and you can see this thing is on his neck and it's tearing into him.
I'm gonna try to grab. Can I try to grab it and pull it off?
Absolutely, yeah. Okay. Roll a strength check.
All right, this
DC
has got to
14.
work eventually.
Mm-hmm.
Is it just a straight strength roll or athletics?
Yep. Straight strength.
Okay. There we go.
Yeah, you pull it off, and in doing so, it tears his flesh. He's going to take some more damage as a result, but you pull it off, and it's in your hand.
I'm going to just go, and chuck it into the water.
Yeah, you're able to do that. Yeah, he's going to take 5 more necrotic damage as it gets torn off of him.
And then,
pitch it out here?
Was that considered a attack?
Yeah, I would say it was an attack, and then like your extra attack to we'll say you can interact with it by throwing it. So you still have an attack left if you want to use an attack for something. Although you look around and there doesn't readily appear to be anything to attack.
So Byron has a line up the cliff. Where's the bow line for the boat?
It's basically right. It's right here, and I think it's just laying in the water right now. No, I think it was actually secured by somebody. I honestly don't remember. We're gonna say it's secured to this tree.
Okay.
All right.
So, can I use my extra attack to somehow try to secure the boat a little better?
Sure.
Keep it from taking on water? Or like as a bonus action?
No, you really can't.
Okay.
Yeah, you can't do that,
Okay.
unfortunately. But you can next time.
Yeah, okay, that's my turn then.
All right, and I said we were going to take a bio break, and I forgot. So what we're going to do now is we are going to take a bio break. Good job, guys.
Hooray!
Yikes.
We didn't die on the river yet.
We're barely alive. Yay!
You guys are doing great.
Surgery.
Some of us are very alive still.
Yeah, you guys didn't let your tank hold the line there. Oof. I was ready to
I didn't hold anything.
throw down right in that spot.
It held me.
You don't know what might have happened.
There, maybe.
You don't know. You just don't know. But you might find out when we come back from this break. See you in a minute.
for
All right, we are back, everybody. You are players. You find your characters are at the bottom of this cliff. There are zombies racing, sort of a shambled trot across this footbridge above the falls, the Mor'adu Falls, and you have secured the boat, and you are currently going to decide what you're going to do next. We are going to stay in the initiative order. Yep.
What does this bridge look like? Since
It's a narrow footbridge from where you are, sort of hanging out in the boat, waiting for your turn, maybe to climb or whatever it might be. You kind of survey the scene, and you can see that there are, let's see, let me count. You see 6 zombies that are either on or nearing the bridge as it cuts across the chasm between these two land masses. And you can hear the rumble. It's almost an overwhelming rumble of the falls ahead.
And it's a rope secured.
Yeah, it's a rope secured wooden plank footbridge. Yep.
Temple of Doom.
Exactly.
Nice.
That's exactly what I had in mind.
And how far away?
It is probably about 25 feet. Let me measure it for you. From you, it is 35 feet away.
35 feet. If only I had Shatter, this would all be over.
You said that last time too, I think.
I know, right? That's gonna be the next. Legitimately, that's probably the next spell I take when I level up, because that's such a good spell. I am going to. Oh, I think I'm gonna have to do a level 4 magic missile and target the support ropes to try to blast that bridge free.
Okay. Go ahead and roll damage.
Because I think that's my best option. Yeah. So level. Hang on. I haven't got super far. So level 4 magic missile is going to be 3 plus 3, so 6. Yeah. Boom, boom, boom. So here's 5.
Okay.
And here's 6. And add plus 6, so 20. Wow. 20 damage to some rope to weaken it, or hopefully knock it free.
Your 6 missiles fly in and target the rope foundation, the connection points that you can see. Roll a perception check for me, just because I want to see how well you can see that far away in this light.
No, don't select all. Perception roll. Would that be at disadvantage? Is it?
Yeah, because it's
it lower light?
Yeah. Yep. Thank you. It will be a disadvantage. Ooh. All right. So you definitely hit the bridge, right? Because these things hit the bridge. You can see the bridge. I described the bridge to you, but you don't quite hit it in the spot where it's going to cause it to fall apart. You do break some of the support ropes, and it starts to list to the side towards you, so it kind of falls and twists a little bit.
Okay.
On this end, if you can see this ping. No, it's not pinging. Oh, that's because I'm in the wrong thing. Right here. On this side, you break some ropes. So it's kind of, exactly. Where all those pings just happened.
On the near, and that's the near side?
Yep.
Okay.
All right. Nicely done. Anything else, Tenoch? Do you want to move?
Yeah, I guess I'll move to the... Yeah, boy. I'm gonna move to the front of the boat.
Okay. All right. That brings us to Theo.
Tenoch stole Theo's idea, but Theo's gonna keep doing it anyway, because screw that bridge. I would like to shoot a pair of Eldritch Blasts at the rope bridge, roughly in the exact same place that the magic missiles went.
Okay. And remind me, you do have dark vision, correct?
I do, because I am
Yep. Half
partially elf.
Yep. Maybe half.
Like 1/4 on your own.
Sufficiently enough elf to be
On your
noticed.
uncle's
That's a
side.
crit for 17.
Ooh.
Yeah, you watch as you blast it in the general same area, and the whole bridge just detaches from that corner. So it twists, and it's just kind of hanging vertically. It's still attached, but it doesn't look very passable.
Would you say that he targeted that explosion and fired?
You might say that.
Nice.
I'm a...
That's a Star Trek 6 reference.
Oh God, you're right. It is. I hurt myself thinking about that, and instead I'm gonna go
It was
back to try
something.
to. I'm gonna try and climb this cliff. I'm a roll athletics because that's what it was last time.
Can you get another Eldritch Blast?
Not worried about it.
Yeah, you start climbing, and you make it about halfway up. It's 25 feet, so you're like hanging on the side of it. Now, if any of you decide to use an action, I'll let you go all the way up if you want to. It'd almost be like using a dash action to make it twice as far, because it is extremely
Like a
difficult
shaft.
terrain. Yep. All right, that brings us to Byron.
All right. Now that I've severed this thing out of my chest, is Danvarius still dealing with one of his own?
No.
No, it's been thrown into the
You
river.
successfully pulled that off. Okay. Then I'm going to run and grab the now just loosely floating rope of the grappling hook and try and climb up the cliff.
Okay.
And I'm gonna have the bear follow me as a bonus action.
Okay. So you'll have advantage on your climb with the rope. It will be your action if you want to go all the way to the top.
I'm gonna go all the way to the top if I can.
Okay.
$17.
Yes. Yep, you make it to the top, so I'll say you get to like right here.
Cool. And then I'll have the bear follow me. Does the bear need to roll as well?
Yep. Bear will also have advantage.
I was gonna ask because bears are pretty clever like that.
Mm-hmm.
Black bears are excellent frickin' climbers.
They are. Sometimes even when you hang your food from a tree in the boundary waters, they'll still get up there and get it.
Not that you've had that happen recently, right?
No, not recently, thankfully. Yeah, your bear makes it all the way up as
Yeah.
well, easily.
Piece of cake.
Right next to you. We'll say he gets right
Cool.
about here.
As a free action, I will tell him he is beautiful. And that is my turn.
He's not wrong.
Okay. Beautiful beast. All right, that brings us to the zombies. They are going to try to make it across this thing, and they are going to... Let's see, how will we do this? We'll do a dexterity save. And let's see. Roll a... Tenoch and Theo, since you guys are the ones that did the damage, why don't you each roll a d20 for me? Figure out what this DC is going to be. So it's going to be a 16 to make it across. And so we'll do a dexterity saving throw. There we go. They're not good at this. So the first one fails and falls into the drink. Splash.
Nice.
Second one fails with a 7, also falls into the drink. Splash. 5, 10, 15. This one is going to do a roll. Nope. Also in the drink. 5, 10. This one. -1. 5, 10, 15, 20. They're not doing well, guys. Your plan worked. A 10,
Someone downriver is going to have a real bad day.
Yeah. And the last one, a 1. They all fall into the water and get washed down the
pirate ship.
falls. Roll for me, Tenoch. Each of you, actually, all 4 of you, roll a d6. Let's see how much damage these things take as they tumble down the falls. So 4, 7.
Well, now we
9
know that the
damage.
falls wouldn't have killed us. Except for Byron, who's already suffered surgery damage.
Yeah,
Right.
you're not wrong. Okay, so they all tumble and fall into what lies below the falls. Fall into the falls, you know what I mean?
Cybrid Isle. If the pests don't kill you, the surgery will.
Right. All right, so we are out of initiative.
No, I've still got some initiative. I keep some extra in my back pocket, so if I can have more if we need it.
So give me, everybody who's not on top, go ahead and give me an athletics check. If you're using the rope, you can roll with advantage.
I will make use of the rope.
I didn't know the rope was an option, so I'll roll with advantage.
Well, you're already halfway up, so you will not benefit from that, unfortunately, Theo. The rope was the up front by Tenoch, where Byron went up. Byron and the bear.
Oh, I won't have that.
So Tenoch, yeah, you make it up. No problem. You're like basically right here next to Byron.
Did you say? Oh, okay. Athletics.
Yep.
Natural 20.
Nice. Yeah.
There we go. It's
You make it
about
up.
time Rhunar shows up.
Theo, you do not have advantage, but go ahead and roll.
Oh, I did. I rolled a natural 1 and got a total of 6.
Oh, you did. I'm sorry. You fall back down.
Yep. Yep.
Onto the boat.
Ow.
Let's get Dan Various a chance, huh? Why not? What was it in athletics? Oh, he's not good at these. Nope, he slips and falls, is super injured from whatever it was that attacked him. He's with you down at the bottom, Theo. Would you like to try again?
I'll climb back down, and assist these fellows
Hold on.
in their climbing.
I'm just gonna say to Tenoch, hold on, and I'm gonna grab my grappling hook, wrap it around a tree, and throw a line down to Byron.
Nope,
Or,
Theo
no,
and Dan Various.
Yeah, Theo and Dan
Yep.
Various. And I'm gonna say, bring the bow line up with you. We gotta secure the boat better. We can't lose that boat. My idea is to slightly pull the boat up a little bit more out of the water so it doesn't keep taking on water and we
Sure,
lose the boat.
that makes
and
sense.
I'm gonna go down there and help them.
Okay.
As
All right.
as the strong person in the group, I'm gonna go down there and help them.
All right,
Oh,
so
wait. Give the bow line to the bear.
There's
So
no
what,
sense
you
in
can
more
drop-
people
so
going
you can
down the
drop
cliff.
it
though.
again.
No.
Tenoch,
Bring-
as they're having this argument about the rope, you scurry down. Yep.
Yeah.
All right, so now you've got help, Theo. So go ahead and quickly roll a successful with advantage athletics check.
Well, if it's already successful, why do I need to roll?
Successful.
I'm just asking you to be successful. I don't know if you will be. Yes, you are.
16.
Yep. You guys both make it up, and we'll say Tenoch, you also make it back up. No problem.
Yeah.
You
and
are
I'll-
now standing at the top of this hill.
So are we gonna try to pull the boat up? Because the boat's
Yeah,
gonna get
how's
swamped.
the boat doing? Yeah, the boat was
The
getting
boat-
swamped, so I was
Yeah.
concerned about that.
Yeah, there's water in the boat.
Pull it all the way up.
So we're gonna need to pull it.
We would have to portage around these falls anyway.
Yeah, screw
Right.
it. Let's pull it all the way up.
I was gonna tie it off, but then I got told to climb the wall. So I'm gonna use Mage Hand from the top of the frickin' cliff, tie the bow line to the various lines because we've got 2 up here so that we can all pull the boat up.
Yeah, you could have easily done that while you were down there.
Yeah, I would
So
have.
you don't need to use
yeah.
Mage Hand. You would have done that down there. So you've successfully extended the bow
now.
line. Yeah. I'm not going to let you. Yeah, you can do whatever you want. Long story short is you've successfully tied off the bow line,
Sweet.
with a bow knot.
Does it have a hitch in it, like a bowline hitch?
It might. I don't know. You tell me.
I'm saying yes.
Now I feel bad that I didn't let you
not.
do it while you're in the boat. I feel terrible.
My emotional
Bowline is-
manipulation works when I didn't intend it to. Shit.
I quit.
I quit. Yeah,
I'm
everybody-
No, give this guy a raise.
All right. So yes, Theo. Any which way you slice it, pal, you have successfully connected the bow line to the grappling hook line, and you have secured the boat. Now,
All right,
fellas,
our boat is secure.
what would you like to do next?
Kill them all.
We have to climb higher to get to where the standing stone circle is.
Yeah, but
or is
it
that
won't
where
it
we're
won't
at?
take you. No, there's one more ledge right here. Whoops, right here. However, you can walk around this way if you want, over by Danverius, and you can get into this area over here where the standing stones are.
I don't know how you have. Obviously, I know that I don't have dark vision, and I don't know. I feel like it's not nighttime. It's not dark. It is. I know that it is at least dim, and I could be wrong.
No,
I know
it's,
that I
you're
can,
not.
I
You're
know
not
that
wrong.
I can,
It is dusk.
I know that I can see part of the map. The part where we are is not that part.
Right.
I concur.
Let me adjust.
Oh, your magical rock.
Yep, I've got a magical rock. I don't know why, but that's what I'm using.
No, it's good. It's a good. It's innocuous.
Cool with it.
Hey, don't worry about that rock right there.
Well, rock.
It's nothing.
don't do
Yeah,
that.
don't worry about that, little guy.
Why is
Yeah.
that rock glowing?
No, it's not. Yeah, you can see it is dim light. You know, it's getting dark. The sun has set, so it's kind of that twilight sort of thing you've got going on. But you do see in front of you. In fact, let's just move it a little bit closer. So what you see is 5 stone monoliths that stand atop a small clearing that overlooks the Mor'adu Falls that form, roughly a circle. They're the closer you get, you'll be able to see a little bit more, but you can tell, Rhunar, from where you're standing, that they are adorned with delicate carvings of mistletoe, vines of some kind, plants. But more importantly, at the center of the standing stones, you see a huge pile of pulsating viscera. Large, the aroma of death and decay. And you hear muffled voices crying out for mercy. What do you do?
See, when I ran this in the game, the necromancer came out of that, but I don't know what's happening here.
I feel like this is where Theo would normally say, "We must purge this evil from the land." So Byron,
There-
That's what I'm
This
gonna
is
say.
coming from
Byron's
inside
gonna
it.
jump on that before anyone else has a chance to say it. He's gonna be like, "We have to purge this evil from the land."
One,
He's
you are
gonna
stealing
say-
my line.
He's gonna say it kind of like half in jest, but half like mockingly.
I'm going to move over closer to Theo and Tenoch. How?
So there's a hole in the ground that is
No.
pulsating with,
No,
or is it a
No,
mound?
it's a huge mound of flesh. And as you get closer, you can see that there is bile that bubbles and belches. Tissue is kind of being sprayed out of these belches. There is a thick coating of blood on the ground in between these 5 standing stones. Tenoch, roll a survival check for me. You also see a set of large puddles of blood that almost form a trail from where the bridge is up a stone staircase in this general area and towards the standing stones. These blotches of blood.
These things here.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
And we hear voices from inside it crying for mercy.
Muffled voices.
This is.
Theo is going to approach it.
Yeah. What is this? This is. This is blasphemy. Yeah.
Once Theo is within sword pointy range, he is going to try and slice through the outer layer.
All right, before you do that,
Byron,
What?
oof.
do you still have
As you come forward, Theo, one of these faces, you look down and you can see a set of eyes open, looking up at you, and a mouth starts to move, but you can't hear it. It's muffled. There's this tight, fibrous membrane that's pulled across its face, almost like a balloon stretched across a face. You can't quite make out what it's trying to say, and then it tears open, and one of these things erupts from the viscera towards you. I need everybody to roll initiative again.
Yes.
Kill it
Theo's
with
got
fire
something for
now.
this. Theo's got a war crime for this.
This isn't a war crime. There's no agreement between Cybrid Isle and wherever it is that you're from. There can be no war crime.
A reciprocity agreement.
Exactly.
I'm a war crime then.
No, you're just gonna murder
wow.
some motherfuckers.
Some low rolls.
Nuke them
Yeah.
all.
I
Fuck
got
it.
a 1 and a 2.
Yeah, this is not my best. But luckily, that thing rolled a 5.
Yep. All right, Theo or Rhunar, you see this thing start to launch itself, bubbling forward as this membrane tears open.
I'm just gonna say, everybody, keep back, keep a distance, and I'm going to.
Oh, thanks, Select Striker. Appreciate the follow. We appreciate it. We are now officially being rated by Gazumba. Hey guys,
Hey,
welcome, welcome,
welcome.
welcome.
My goodness.
Good to see you all. Thanks for coming. We are
Thank
deep
you.
in the Gloomhaven Glades on the island of Cybrit in the world of Greyhawk, trying
Having
to
a
track
horror
down
show.
a beast, and it's turned into a bit of a horror show.
Literally.
Content
Yeah.
I am here for.
Yeah, exacto mundo.
I'm just gonna
All
go
right,
up to
go
Theo,
ahead.
kind of like grab his shoulder and be like, get back, and take the dodge action.
Okay, that sounds good. That leads us to Theo.
Oh, yes. And Theo steps back 5, 10, 15 feet. And centered right about, technically it has to be in the back end for everyone's safety, I think. So right about here, he whips the sword out. The orb of blue magic begins to coalesce on the pommel as he holds it crucifix style, snaps it out with his hand, and the sickening radiance of the blue neon arcane energy explodes to life. Right about, where's my pointer? Here. So in such a way that it will be just short of where Tenoch is, but encapsulates the stones and the pile of monstrous
Hell
viscera.
yeah. Hell yeah.
Let me link a thing.
What's the radius? Is it 30-foot radius?
It's a 30-foot radius.
Wow, that's huge.
Wow.
Yeah, that's monstrous.
That's nice.
30-foot radius sphere, so 60 feet across.
And it gives
it's-
some light so I can see better.
And we can see now.
So this thing is huge, guys.
So I would move it a little further out then, like I was trying to.
This is a crazy spell.
Yeah, it is.
So-
It's
so
my
basically-
Warcraft spell.
Yeah, so it's like that essentially.
Yep, that is literally it.
Okay. Wow. Sickening radiance it is, my friends. When a creature moves into this area for the first time on a turn or starts its turn there, it must succeed on a con save or take radiant damage, 1 level of exhaustion, and emit a dim bluish light. All right, I love it. Nicely done.
I'm just not. I'm not happy about how many lights are going to light up on their turn.
That's what I was literally, my friend, about to say. This huge light starts to glow as this creature starts to emerge from this torn membrane over this pile of flesh. And you see it sort of coalesce, this almost amoebic form, amorphous, as it starts to form some sort of a mass above. It is going to make a con save first. Let's see. Con save.
Yeah, I just kited us right to the boss, guys.
7, so it's going to take radiant damage. Go ahead and roll 4d10.
Nice.
Nicely done.
23 radiant
Wow,
damage.
very nice. That's a great way to start.
You should always start with a war crime.
Yep. All right, so that's the beginning of its turn. It is now going to move out of this radiant energy sphere.
It also takes a level of exhaustion if it has to make any ability checks in the near future.
It's going to move right there. This creature is actually immune to exhaustion, believe it or not.
That makes sense. It's unfortunate, but that makes sense.
Yeah. It is going to make some attacks at you, Tenoch.
I'd appreciate it if it did.
The blood call. You look at it as this thing lurches.
That what it's called?
That's the attack. It lurches forward, half congealed blood sloughing off of this pulsing mass, as it seems as though it's almost drawn to you. And you can see faces in it, almost like cloud-like faces. It leaves a trail of blood in its wake as it approaches you, moving quickly and lurching towards you. It's going to make a blood call.
I would like to make it.
blood.
I would like to give it its attack roll to be a 6, please, with my portent ability.
Okay.
I don't want any of this.
All right, so it misses
Really?
with the first attack. With a 6, you said? Yep.
Yeah.
And then it will take its second attack at you.
Hang on. Okay. Make
A
the second
16.
attack. Ooh. That hits.
So you are going to take 7 bludgeoning and 12 necrotic.
Ow. So that's.
And let me just ask, you're a creature that has blood, right?
I do have blood.
You have tiger's blood. That's different,
I
right?
do have tiger. Yeah, it's true. I am known to have tiger blood.
Please make a Constitution save for me.
All right.
I don't like the sound of this.
Mm-mm.
I mean, that makes like 6 of us.
No
How about a
problem.
20?
Nice.
Yeah, as it sort of tries to absorb you into its mass, you pull away from it and push it away as best you can and try to scramble backwards, and it's unable to absorb your life.
Good.
Yeah. It is now your turn, Tenoch.
Oh, jeez, this is horrible.
Yeah.
Why did I move forward? This was a bad idea. But that's
I
all
wasn't sure
right.
why you did that neither.
Well, I was gonna cast some spells at this pile of bodies and murder.
This is our wizard, folks. Our
guess.
sprite little wizard.
Yeah.
Standing
Although he's not a
right in
sprite.
front of this thing.
Our punch wizard.
Yeah, punch wizard.
He's a punch wizard. Yeah.
Yeah.
Run
So.
away, by the way.
Yeah.
Let the attack.
I guess it's time for a level 4 Thunderwave. I mean, yeah.
Mhm.
I guess that's what's gonna happen.
Mm-hmm.
I would allow. I mean, a Constitution save. I would rather have saved that 6 for that, but please make a Constitution saving throw.
I will do that. 12.
That fails.
Okay.
That fails.
Nice.
So give me some thunder damage.
So that's let's see, 2d10 plus 3, so 5d.
great spell.
I'm sorry, 5d8.
Love that spell.
Pop, 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 pop.
Oh, you cast it at a higher level. Nice.
Oh yeah, I cast it at 4th level.
Got
Yeah.
it. All
so
right.
19 thunder damage, and it is pushed 10
It goes
feet.
back 10 feet from
me.
you.
If only you could have
and-
angled it into the radiance.
Ooh.
All right.
Yeah.
Anything else,
And
Tenoch?
oh yeah, I'm gonna move the fuck out of its way. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Ah! Ah!
All right.
That's
Byron,
That's all I say.
you
All
see
right,
Tenoch just booking past you.
Byron's crying. I'm gonna move 5 feet over to Rhunar. I'm gonna look at Rhunar like the face of terror. I'm gonna be like, I don't have anything against this. I don't have anything against this. I don't have anything against this. I'm gonna go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 more feet. I'm gonna use my bonus action to dash 5, 10, 15 feet. And I'm gonna pull out my dagger and wet myself. And that's my turn.
I was really hoping you were gonna
Don't
jump
worry,
off
I've got
into the water.
additional that.
My bear will continue to follow me, for the record, because that's the last command I gave it. So it'll go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I don't
Okay.
know if it'll dash, though.
All right. That brings us to these cyst-like creatures. One of them is going to launch itself towards the bear.
Is it going to make a save against sickening radiance first?
Yes, it will do
Oh
that.
yeah.
It is rolling a 19.
Yeah,
So is that
that'll do it.
Half damage?
Half damage. No.
So go ahead and roll damage for me. Man, that is such a commanding spell to use. So is that half of 15?
Yeah, so like 7 points of radiant.
You got it. Nice. And then it is going to launch itself towards the bear and make an attack. Let's see if it hits. A 25 is definitely going to hit. It is going to do a total of 12 piercing and 4 necrotic damage.
No, bear.
Ouch.
Yeah. Another one of these things. You watch as the membrane Rhunar in front of you on this mass of writhing flesh tears open, and another one of these cysts flies out towards you. Is going to attempt to land on you.
Hey, did it
Let's
make
see
it
what
save?
happens. Yeah, let's do that. Thank you. Con save is going to be a 5, so please roll the full damage this time.
Nice.
Ooh, very nice.
And they're all glowing now too as they come flying
Yes,
out.
they are. Yes, they definitely are. It is still going to make its attack. That is going to be a 10. It misses you, Rhunar, as it lands on the ground next to you. And that brings us to your turn, Rhunar.
Ooh. What to do? What to do?
Oh, hey, while Andy is thinking about what to do, everybody who's in the chat right now, I don't know if you're aware, but we do have a giveaway at the end of the stream. We're giving away a awesome D&D supplement called Dark Hexes and Horrible Diseases, a 23-page PDF published by our sponsors, CZRPG. You should definitely check it out. All you have to do to enter is type CZRPG into the chat, and you'll be entered to win. We'll draw at the end. Rhunar,
Yeah.
what do you got, buddy?
All right. I'm gonna pull my bow, and can I?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna attack the big guy.
Mm-hmm.
Do I have a direct shot, or do I have to move? Would I be able to
No,
tell if I have a
you
direct
can.
shot?
Let's see. I think you have a direct shot. Let me. Yes, you definitely have a direct shot.
Okay. All right, I will take a shot at the big guy. Using sharpshooter.
Yes.
For those of you that don't know, which is probably everybody, this is called a blood amniote.
Ooh.
Amniote.
That is somehow better than a blood call, which is what I was calling it.
14?
That's its attack. That's what its attack is called. A 14 is going to hit.
All right. For 20 piercing.
Very nice. Okay.
And
Nice.
I will use my extra attack to do that one more time. Haha, natural 20.
Yes.
Nice.
For another
Nice.
20 damage.
Holy Moses. There you go. Nicely done, Rhunar Deg.
Gonna split this amniote like the Red Sea.
Yeah. You watch as the arrows hit, and you hear like these cries and moans. As you can tell from when you saw it earlier, it has like the body parts of the creatures that it was absorbing in this mass, but it absorbs the arrows, and they just kind of disappear into the amniote. Anything else, Rhunar?
You know what? I'm gonna risk a move here. I'm gonna go one. I'm gonna try to move away from this thing.
It will to get an
Okay.
attack of opportunity.
Yep.
I
I'm
keep
gonna go
forgetting
one,
to put Dan Virius in here.
3, 4. Oh wait, I don't want to go that way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Try to get you there.
24 to hit you as it attaches to the back of your leg,
All right.
and
what
you
happened
take
next
a
round?
total of 20 necrotic damage.
What?
God.
Yeah,
Jesus.
I rolled pretty good.
Oh,
24 to
God.
hit.
Why would you do
20?
that?
Yeah,
Yep.
attacks of opportunity are not a joke, y'all.
No. All right, Theo.
So that thing's attached to me now?
It is
Yeah.
attached to you. Yep.
Okay.
Theo is going to curse vaguely under his breath. He's going to level the blade, his packed weapon, at the blood amniote, which apparently is what it's called. And sigils of harsh, electric blue energy will arc around it as it is afflicted by the wrath of the blade bearer. Cause screw you as a bonus action.
I like
And
it.
then it is time to Eldritch Blast this guy a couple of times. Just
Eldritch
Pew
Blast.
pew 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 pew, without the bad Southern accent.
Pew 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 pew
Here
pew.
comes one. That's
that
a
one
natural
misses.
one.
Too many.
And I rolled one for damage, so screw that one entirely.
Too many pews. Too many pews.
Yep.
You over pewed.
It's got actually an immunity to pews. Damage immunity.
Blam!
A blam
There we
works.
go.
Yep, blam works.
It does take extra
Barely.
damage equal to my proficiency modifier, which turns that 1 into a 4. Still
Okay.
not a great showing. But hey, it's better than 0.
Chipping away at it. All right. Anything else? You want to move or bonus action or anything?
Bonus action was hitting it with the...
Oh yeah, yeah.
And I'll hold my ground.
Oh yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Brings us to the amniote. Oh yeah.
No, go. Stop. No, it's too
It
close.
gets within distance of you.
It's too
got
close.
It's got some reach with this attack as part of the tissue that has congealed and coalesced into some sort of a claw or an arm or something comes out to absorb you. And it just kind of washes over you. We'll see what happens. It's called the blood call. That's a 26 to hit.
Yeah.
And that's going to be a total of 16 necrotic damage.
I'm gonna blame my death on Rhunar.
And I need you have blood still, so a constitution save, please.
Yeah.
It's going to try to absorb some blood. Ooh,
9.
yes. So your hit point total
Yeah.
is reduced by the amount of damage that you just took.
Okay. How much damage did I just take? 16?
Yep. And yep, that's your hit point total has been reduced as it sucks some of the energy from you. It is going to try to basically absorb you. Oh, no, it already used all its movement. It's going to attack you again with a second absorption.
So much for having a tank.
13, a tank.
That'll miss.
Somehow that one misses. Tank wizard. Somehow that misses, but you feel this kind of sickly, like, I don't know, malaise kind of come across you as your energy is being drained from your body. It's your turn.
All right. Let's see. I'm contemplating moving around behind it and trying to thunderwave it off this cliff, but I don't know.
Or
that's gonna
thunderwave
work.
it back into the sickening radiance.
Yeah. That's.
You'll be awfully alone over there, though.
Well, I'm
I
going to move
started-
in to support him.
I started alone, Rhunar. Thanks for moving away.
He was brought into this world alone, and he'll leave it alone.
Fighter.
was-
Chances are.
I'm going to cast Thunderwave as a 3rd level spell. So a Constitution save for this chap, this feller.
Psycho blood.
It's blood amniote.
I rolled a 5.
All right, that'll fail. So I will. It will do 2 plus 2, so 4d8.
And it's pushed back 10 feet?
Yes,
Got it.
so 24.
Nice. As you hit it with that and you blast it with this energy, pieces of it splatter off into the ground and against the standing stone that it gets pushed up against. There's just blood splatter and viscera all over, just kind of dripping down onto the ground.
Oh boy, yeah, I'm gonna use
Cure wounds?
Yep. I'm gonna use Cure Wounds. I'm gonna use the rest of my movement to begin climbing down the cliff.
Okay.
To-
Difficult terrain.
yeah.
So
I only have
halfway
like 10 more
movement.
feet of movement. Yeah, so I can move 5 feet down the cliff.
Yep.
But I'm either gonna draw it away so that somebody can stab it in the back, or it's not gonna attack me anymore. Both are
Alright.
fine.
All right, Byron.
All right, as a bonus action, I'm gonna have the bear come to me.
Okay.
So it'll move 5, 10, 15 with this glowing thing on it.
Yep.
Or
It's got this cyst attached to it.
Yeah, this gross pustule of awfulness. And as it's running at me with
Great
this cyst
description.
on it, I'm gonna take out my well, I have my dagger. I'm gonna hold it out, kind of like I'm waiting for it, and as it comes in, I'm just gonna shave it off.
Okay.
Hopefully.
Give it a goatee.
Just a nice close shave.
A 24 to do 21 damage.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
That definitely hits. It's still attached to the bear, but yeah,
These things are hardy.
this black ichor sprays out across the bear's fur as it's kind of.
No, bear!
kinda-
No!
I mean, the bear has an action, right? So, what would the bear do?
Well, it came to me. My bonus action was commanded to come to me, so it would act of its own volition in respect to the thing on it. So
Yeah.
I'll
It would
let
try
you
to tear it
decide.
off. It would try to tear it off. So go ahead and roll a
Try and
strength
bite it off.
check. Yep. It's gonna try to just tear it right off.
Bear.
Nice.
Bear.
Yep,
Bites it and whips it.
All right, roll a d4. Actually, a d6. Roll a d6.
5.
Throws it into the
I was hoping you'd say that.
yep, into the sickening radiance ray.
He throws it back at the bear.
All right, that brings us. Anything else from you, Byron?
That's it.
All right, so this cyst is going to have to make a con save for the sickening radiance. 16. I don't think that's going to work, is it?
No, that does beat it, I think. Let me double check, though.
Okay. And then roll damage for me. Radiant.
Just beats it. My DC is 15, but he still takes
Oh,
half.
yep, half damage. Yep.
No, just 16, but yeah, takes half.
Roll big.
What?
That didn't work.
That didn't work. Reroll it.
I
There
hit
we
a
go.
different button. There we
There
go.
we go.
Whoa!
Radiant, so go to hell.
15?
15
All
radiant.
right. That's not bad. That's all it takes to knock this thing down.
Yes.
Hold on, I gotta
And
move
we
over
live
here.
to fight another
Ah,
round.
that's annoying. Can't get to the X. There we go. All right. However, there is one on Rhunar that is going to attack you, Rhunar. It's on you right now. It's on your ankle, and it is going to have advantage on its attack because it's attached to you.
Ooh.
Can you just roll it into the
a tw-
radiance?
A 24.
Yeah, that hits.
That'll be 16 necrotic.
Oh.
And
Wow, this thing has done 36 damage to me so far.
that brings us to Dan Virius. Dan Virius is going to look over at you. Dig! Let's get it off! And he's going to kneel down and start to pull on it. He's not very strong, but he's going to try to help you.
You said 16, Dave?
Yes.
Okay.
And there,
Here we go.
yes. And there, yes.
Come on,
and there,
baby.
yes.
Come on, buddy.
There, yes.
He needs to beat a 14. 7.
Jesus.
He sucks so bad.
He's not strong.
He's not.
No. Runar,
Or lucky.
it's your
All
turn,
right,
buddy.
I'm going to try to pull this thing off of me.
I think that's a really good idea. I think that's a really good idea. Please.
Strength check.
Help me help you not die right now.
Yeah, that'd be great.
You gotta kill it with the sacrificial spear.
14?
Yep, that's successful.
Can I move and throw it into the radiance?
Can you throw it from there?
You
Or
used
can
your
I throw
action.
it from there?
No, because you used your action to pull it off, and it wasn't an attack.
Okay. So I'm just holding it now? Like, I can't get rid of it?
You
As
could
part of
drop
that-
it. You could drop it or throw it, but
Let's put it in Danvers' pocket.
yeah, yeah. You could hold on to it till the next
It
round
wasn't,
if you want.
was that considered an attack, though? me doing
no, it was a
Okay.
check. It was a strength check.
Not a grapple action.
No.
That
I
wouldn't
don't-
pull it off.
Well, here's the thing. Okay, so if I hold on to it, am I somehow vulnerable to attack next time it comes around? Like, I don't know how mechanically
I would get rid of it if I was Rhunar holding on to this thing that's eating you.
All right, can I attempt to throw it towards the radiance?
Sure. Roll a d8.
Okay.
We're gonna figure out which way. You're gonna be like grab it and throw it in one action, basically.
Okay.
So it's not like you have time to aim. It's gonna be more of like a instinctual.
5.
Yep. So you can throw it. Roll a dexterity attack without your proficiency. See how far you throw it.
20.
Oh yeah. Yep. So you pitch it 5, 10, 15, 20 feet right here.
Nice.
All right.
Yep. Nice. All right. You can move, but that's about it. If you have movement that you want to do.
Yeah.
Kudos to Theo. Really good use of that sickening radiance spell for sure.
I will move.
Everybody
I'll
loves the
move.
deck sweeper.
I'll move here.
It really is. It's a game changer. All right, Theo.
That's it. Theo was gonna just kind of nod to the Rhunar, wink, disappear in a flash of blue light, and reappear between the thing and Tenoch using the power I have as a bonus action. Here it is. Hold on.
What power is this? Have you done this before?
Whatever it is, it's cool.
Yeah, I haven't had a
time.
chance to
Maybe
yet.
two.
Relentless Hex. Just whoop, whoop. Because it's cursed.
Well, fuck. That's rad as hell.
Yeah, look, I've been trying to use it the whole time. Like the time the demon or the devil went through to the portal, I was like,
That's
wait,
true.
if I can see it through there, I can teleport after or teleport back. Didn't work out. I've been trying to use this for sessions.
That's fair.
And I finally have it. It's probably going to get me killed, but before I do, Theo's going to take 2 attacks on this motherfucker.
Yes.
Please do.
Cut off one of its many heads.
And just in case anyone is wondering out there who's watching this, if you cheers somebody 100 bits, you will give them advantage, which would be
Which
really wonderful right
They
now.
could probably use it right about now. That will hit.
Nice.
That includes our DM if you want to watch us die.
Yeah.
That
That's
will
true.
also hit.
And
Yeah, you
that's
guys are-
also that's 6 more damage on top of that because of the Hex Wrath of the Blade Bearer.
Got
So
it.
that is a total of 35 points of damage.
Nice.
And Theo
Massive.
just swings for the fucking fences on this
And-
thing.
Theo, as you do, you cut through it, and it's almost like you lop off bits of huge chunks of flesh that fall to the ground around you, and just kind of flounder on the ground and go motionless. And you can look at it, and it's like pieces of probably the villagers. It's hard to tell. Anything else?
I think that's enough.
This thing is now looming over you. And
Yeah.
it is going to try to absorb you with its blood call. First attack. $26.
Oh my god.
That's
That
fine.
will be
Hits.
that will be 20 necrotic damage. I need you to make a con save. DC 15.
Armavig at this, please.
Takes an action to get up, and we have
I know.
that was a con
Oh.
save.
Yes, versus a 15 DC.
Yes.
For that,
Yep, you're fine there. It is also going to attack you again, though. An 11 will not hit you.
correct.
Tenoch.
I will, like, this is not seeing a blob of flesh come over the lip of the thing. I will poke my head up since I'm really like only like a square down. And seeing Theo there between he and this creature, I will say, what that unexpected. Good. And I'll pull myself up into this space next to Theo. And I will, as I have numerous times before, I will speak words of power in my language. I will look at this thing and kind of take in the both the visual expanse of this area and perhaps the moral expanse, the spiritual expanse of the blasphemy that has happened here. And I will say to this creature, or rather, I will say to the ether around us, I will say, you are, I unchain you. And urge you to stand and fight as your fathers have before you. And I will cast Spirit Shroud and summon, I guess, realistically, whatever nearby spirits there are. But my intent is to, of course, leverage the spirits of those who have fallen to this pestilence, to fight against it. I don't know.
Absolutely. Tenoch, as you do this and you call them forth, you see some of them arise from the mass of flesh and tissue in the circle of the stones, but others of these spirits actually are pulled from the amniote itself, and they sort of they rally around your location,
Awesome.
called forth to protect you.
Yeah, and then I'm gonna Ray of Frost, the son of a bitch.
As you do.
I have an interjection at the end of your turn, my friend.
No worries. Ray of Frost.
Yes, that will hit.
And I will also deal D8 radiant damage
From the Spirit Shroud.
From the Spirit Shroud. So an extra 1 point of... So 10 points of cold damage, 1 point of radiant damage.
You got it.
These spirits led their aid to my casting.
I love it. Go ahead, Theo. You had a reaction.
Well, an interjection really quick. Dave, I'd like to make you a deal. Is this an aberration or undead?
It is an aberration.
Okay, so we did not roll at disadvantage for the torch amulet. But I'm going to not worry about that right now if you'll let me not worry about the concentration check that I totally forgot from that hit. Is that fair?
Yeah, that's a fair deal.
Nice.
Go get him, Byron.
Torch amulet.
All right, Byron.
Dope.
All right. Byron's going to look over at his wounded bear. And he's going to reach out and just scratch the top of its head and say, "You've done enough. Flee and be free." And the bear's going to disengage and run away.
Okay, what's its movement?
It's going to straight up just flee into the forest to live out the rest of its time until it disappears.
Okay.
So it's going to go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, far, far away. And then my action will be, in anger, I will move 5 feet closer. No, I'll move 10 feet closer, and the dagger that I already have drawn, I'll flip it into my hand so I'm grabbing the blade.
Yep.
And I'll look over at this aberration thing that's near Theo and Tenoch, and I'll just full tilt, like I'm hurling a discus at the Olympics, whip it right at that
Nice, Mr.
butthole.
All right.
Wait, did you say you were going to put it in its butthole?
Yeah, good
No,
luck.
I said
That's going to be at a
butthole.
disadvantage.
Several to choose from.
No,
Good luck finding the butthole on that thing.
Myself. It's probably got like 30 buttholes. Please.
It might be
exactly.
easier.
Yeah, that's true. It has D20 buttholes. It says right here in the description.
Roll for butthole. There we go.
23 to do 21
Just
pierce
hits.
damage.
How much? 21?
21 damage.
Hell yeah.
How do you want to kill this thing?
Yes.
So I wanna have like freed my bear, and then like as my bear's running away, I wanna like step forward, spin around in a circle like I'm hurling a discus, and just whip my dagger as hard as I can, and I want it to fly in and fly out the other end.
Oh, yeah. It does. It goes right through this mass. It's thrown so well. It's so strong that it just cuts right through. It flies out the back end, landing in the duff. And you watch as this thing just starts to slough into a pile of gel. Theo and Tenoch, you watch it just sort of lose all of its structure and falls into a puddle of flesh in front of you. However, the music comes back up because guess what? You guys still have you have one more guy to fight here. Anything else, Byron?
That is my turn.
Nice.
All
Well
right.
done.
Brings
Yeah.
us to the cyst.
Oh, Theo gains hit points from that too.
Nicely done. I need to make a con save for this cyst.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah, you do.
I, in fact, insist.
I insist.
Ooh.
21, so it will take half damage.
Ooh.
But that
So go
could
ahead and
still
roll.
be enough.
Roll damage.
It takes
So
8.
half is going to be 8. It's still up. It is
9.
going to lunge at... Yep, 9. It's going to lunge at Byron.
My bear is free. That's all I care.
23 to hit.
That hits.
Yep, that will be 19 necrotic damage.
I'm down.
And
Where'd you
most
go?
of that
You disappeared.
damage.
And gone. You're gone. You have now been absorbed.
He blipped out of existence.
Yeah, I literally disappeared. What happened?
There you
Oh,
go.
okay.
You'll have to fix your hit points. But yeah, you go down, and it's Dan Varys' turn, and he sees you go down. He's gonna race forward with his sword drawn,
Finish you off.
and he's gonna crit you right now.
I knew this was gonna happen eventually.
Holding Dan Various' face.
Guys, I told you guys.
You guys hate Dan Various so much. You guys really do not trust this guy.
I was gonna save him from the cyst earlier.
He is going to make 2 attacks against this thing. First attack with his
I
dagger.
pulled one off of him earlier.
I
He's
don't
a team
actually
player.
hate him. I just think it's funny that,
I know.
that Byron hates him so
Yeah, Byron
much.
hates his guts. That is going to be... Oh, yeah, he definitely hits it with a 20. And, yep, he kills it. He kills it. And as he does, the music changes to a less exciting and fast-paced tune to something a bit more ominous. As you now look around you, you see no immediate targets.
I will run over to Byron. He's down, right?
Yeah, he's
I'm
down.
out.
Let's
I'm
do this.
unconscious.
Byron, go ahead and roll a death save for me. We'll do that.
Byron.
Okay, so you have 1 failed death save.
So you could use a medicine roll to stabilize him, or a healer's kit if you've got it to automatically stabilize him. Or if you've got it, or
I have a healer's kit, so I will use the healer's kit to stabilize him. I have 9
Okay.
uses left for that.
So he is stabilized at 1 hit point, but unconscious. What do the rest of you do at this point?
Theo
What
is going
magic
to
is this? What can do this?
dark necromancy. Theo says as he like carefully walks over, and he has like one hand up, and I imagine when there's a concentration spell he has up, there's like sigils that like float around his arm and up and down it. So he's got one hand up, kind of keeping the spell up, the sickening radiance. Because I imagine since it's radiant damage, it's slowly like scouring the viscera and blood away inside the standing stones.
Yeah, I mean, there is the debris that's within that mass of flesh is definitely being affected.
So good, because I got 10 minutes of this shit, and he's literally just gonna let that one marinate. And then with his other
It's
hand,
more of a simmer, kind of.
it's
yeah.
it's gonna
I
simmer
like
down.
that.
Yeah.
In his other hand, he's going to lay on Byron's chest and cast Cure Wounds on him at 4th level.
Okay.
Oh, thank goodness.
Nice.
All ones. How much you want to bet? Okay, that's good.
19.
That's more life than I've had since we engaged these guys.
That'll teach you the errors of bear surgery.
We all knew Bear Surger's a bad idea. And then Theo just kind of stands back, and he is pointedly holding a hand up and just letting the radiant scour whatever is happening in there.
Yeah, and it's definitely chipping away at that flesh. You can hear sort of the moans and cries of unfortunate creatures that have been absorbed into this mass.
Would you call them poor unfortunate souls?
If there's still souls there.
While this is happening, I want to try as best I can and I'd probably use prestidigitation to light, or hang on, let me check I'll light a torch, I suppose. and release the spirits that I have bound to my will. And as best I can without obviously getting into the obvious circle of destruction, and kind of also with being able to skirt as much of the viscera of this pool of thing, the amiote, as I can, but try to get a look at like these pillars, these standing stones, and mostly what I'm looking for is like to see if there's anything that has been overwritten, like if there has been like desecrated marks carved over, other marks, bad juju type stuff.
Yeah, roll a religion check and then follow it up with a perception check.
Religion, not what I'm good at, but that's okay. Ooh, yeah, 7.
Okay.
Perception. Now that I have a torch, I will not roll at disadvantage for this close, unless you tell me to.
Nope, that's fine.
All right. 12.
Which, a 12? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you examine the standing stones and you see that they have carvings, delicate carvings in their surface. You identify them quickly as mistletoe, oak, leaves, and holly. It appears to be what you expected, a religious site. There's nothing like you found in Ikathor's tomb. There's no desecrating magic, wreaths, or other herbal sort of taint to this place. Okay. What you pick up on is that there is this strange, almost aberrant growth of flesh, and as you kind of maybe even take a stick and poke around a little bit with that amniote pile of almost like gelatinized flesh, you can see that there are body parts in there from what you ascertain would be the villagers, but they're almost connected in strange ways that perhaps they shouldn't be, and there are also bits of like forest animals perhaps that are inside of this as well, as if there's something that is creating an absorption of life forms and almost maybe changing it into something different, a different kind of life form.
A thing, as it were.
Perhaps a strange thing.
If possible, I'd like to make an Arcana check. Having just read my Arcana book about magic studies and been pretty enthralled by it, read more than just the desecration part. I'm gonna attempt to like, have I seen or heard anything like this in the book?
Okay.
15.
There's nothing in the book at all about this. The book that you have is more about like methods, ritual recipes, techniques, and established like traditional magical practice. This is something abhorrent to nature, something that wouldn't fit into that. What it does do with that roll of an Arcana 15, it does harken back to perhaps some of the information that Tanika provided you back in Cyber about perhaps the research that was being undertaken by her advisor and mentor, Dr. Octavio Gra.
Okay. There's only one thing that fixes this kind of horrible, abhorrent awfulness, and that's fire. And I'm gonna whip out my alchemist fire, and I'm gonna just chuck it on the pile.
What do you think I'm doing? But hey, add some more fire. What the hell?
And why not? Let's get it wild. So magical fire.
Fill it with fire.
Alchemist fire on it.
Yeah, you guys together with your magical sphere of massive death-bringing magic and the alchemist fire, you are able to start to burn this away. Put these these creatures, these unfortunate life forms that have been absorbed into this mass to rest. And you do hear like the cry of voices that call out for mercy as you believe in your heart that you're providing to these creatures. And you stand for a while watching the flames flicker high and low, this sort of radiant energy glowing, and the darkness descending upon the standing stones. The flames burn for some time. It will take a bit of time for you to fully cleanse this circle of all of this mass of tissue, but you're well on your way to doing that.
Huzzah.
Because that spell only got 10 minutes. So after that, yep, fire.
Yep,
Right on.
exactly.
At this point, I'll look over at Denvarius, and I'll like put my hand on his shoulder, and I'll be like, I've misjudged you. Like, you were there for me, you know? Like, I mean, obviously Theo saved my life, so I owe him more. But like, I'm sorry, you know, I'm sorry. And I'll say like, maybe we should say a prayer or something. I don't know. You know, it's not really my thing. I don't know. But like, I feel like there's more that we could do here.
I have a prayer book actually. Yes, we can do that.
Would
And
you? Would
oh,
you
yeah.
lead us?
Farendir's Book of Prayer to Heronius that he has had this whole time and been reading, and pulls it out and starts going through what he feels is an appropriate liturgy.
Nice.
I will leverage my ritual abilities to accompany your prayers, making prayers to myself, for myself, to Mother Tiger on the inside, but I will play my drum and add my voice to your
Did drum
cacophony.
circle going, just really kind of start vibing.
That's right. I'm gonna bust out some water bongs.
I like
Now
it.
we're talking.
I like it. There's a didgeridoo involved. Yeah,
That's
I like
right.
it.
That's right.
I wasn't sure where Danvarius got that from, but here we go.
We're gonna grab some of those little pus bodies and hacky sack them until morning. Yeah.
So before that
It's so
happens,
wild.
you do what you think is best in the moment to try to, I don't know, cleanse the area of this filth, this taint that was brought to it by whatever this aberrant growth was. And as you do, it's burning, and it continues to burn for the next 15, 20, 30 minutes, and you're standing around. Theo, you are reading prayers from the prayer book. Tenoch, you are conducting, a ritual of purity and cleansing as you do in your own way. Rhunar and Byron are standing by. Danvarius seems to be tending to his wounds, sitting off to the side. And there's this large, noticeable gust of wind that comes howling through the standing stones, and it blows the smoke up into a column, and it spins. The column of smoke starts to spin above, and the flames blaze high 20 feet into the sky, and then they simmer and die down back to a low burn, and the smoke kind of dissipates around you, and there's this sort of cloudiness. You see above you as it dissipates a silver moon, Luna, Renee, Maxilatola, Konola, the great mistress moon of Orth, shining down upon you from above. The radiant, warm, pure energy cleansing your consciousness of this strange encounter that you just had with something unnatural, something that should not be here, something aberrant, abhorrent, like you said. Suddenly you see, as the smoke clears even more, a gargantuan tree standing silhouetted by the moon. Resolute, consummate, determined in form, you behold her majesty with a sense of wondering admiration. Kind of banyan tree-esque in appearance, covered in thick, stringy moss, right? Like kind of Spanish moss style. You know this Tenoch to be, in your mind's eye, you don't know it, but you feel it, grandmother tree. Unfamiliar but loving, solemn yet connected. her roots digging deep into the earth around you, nurturing and nourishing this space that you and your team have cleansed. At the base of the tree, you see a woman sitting cross-legged, head down, antlers of elk atop her head. She looks to you and motions you to join her. Tenoch, you recognize her immediately as the Hierophant of Beordi, the great druid, Undama Elusi. And above her, perched on one of the standing stones, a familiar scarlet macaw, watching your approach. And that's where we will end tonight's session.
Just freeze frame of Theo making his dumb face like,
Wait, you? So we'll pick up from there next time, guys. You have cleansed the filth. Oh man, I wish. But yes, that is the end of tonight's session. Hey, thanks to you folks in the chat for hanging out with us. We appreciate it. Lord Gazumba and company for the raid. We really do appreciate that. We're gonna go ahead and give away something, right? We're gonna give away the Dark Hexes and Horrible Diseases, an awesome 23-page PDF written by the folks over at CZRPG. If you want to enter to win this, you've still got time. Just type in CZRPG into the chat, and you'll be entered to win. Scarpy TV, thanks for joining the giveaway. We appreciate it. Look, this is going to be great. If you're a DM or you've got a DM friend, 8 diseases, 9 curses, 2 stat blocks, a couple of magical items. I mean, this thing is great. Remember to just type in CZRPG into the chat to win. Gosh, make sure that you join us tomorrow for Midwinter Keening. We're going to get back into it. We're in the middle of a fight, so that'll be fun to jump right into a battle, which I don't know if we're going to win, but we'll find out tomorrow.
the top of a waterfall.
Yeah, a lot of waterfalls in our games recently. That's kind of cool. Sort of a strange coincidence. Let's see.
It.
I'm also going to look and see who... Oh, is Phoenix actually...
Phoenix is on, but they're still on the starting soon screen.
All right,
I said we rate them anyways. Let's rate them anyways.
Yeah, you know, we've tried to rate them so many times.
We haven't. We failed.
Well, no, not us. I mean, he hasn't been ready for us. I mean, what can we do?
True. That's true.
What are we?
He was not
what are we
prepared.
supposed to do? Yeah.
20 Slides is on. Praetor's Rejects is on.
Really? Yep. Manapot Studios. I'd like to go to
channel name.
Yeah. Let's see, what are they up to? Yeah, let's go there. We're gonna go to Manapot Studios.
All right.
Guys, let's do this drawing first because you know, that's important. It's important to do drawings. How do we do that again? Oh yeah, that's me. All right, Chad, give us the 5-second countdown, will ya?
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yeah.
Here we go. Scarpy TV, Kyle.
Scarpy.
Kyle.
Scarpy, you won, buddy. Way to sneak in there at the final moment.
Wow.
I will send you a whisper with the download link. So just look for that here in a minute. We're gonna go ahead and do a.
One.
What's that?
Just don't make it a careless whisper.
Nice.
Yes, that's true. Make it meaningful. All right, guys. So join us in this raid of Manapot Studios. We're gonna go to the end screen here, but we appreciate you guys for joining us. Thank you so much. We'll see you next week. Love you all. Kirk already left. All right, bye.